see any meat in there.
Apparently you did.
Can't imagine I would have ordered them without meat.
You didn't know what you got?
I don't remember what I ordered. I'm drunk right now.
Same. On life?
No, on alcohol.
I did that thing that I do every week, and I just stopped, which is volume.
Oh, whoops. Yeah,
Whoopsies.
I've been known to do that
Whoops.
myself.
That's fine.
Hello.
That's okay.
Yeah, the whole operation's coming apart.
It's just, you think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write myself a note. I'm going to write myself a note that I'll probably forget about until this time next week after I've done it again.
Yeah, I'd say you'll brush it as you're trying to get started. Be like, what is this? And throw it in the garbage.
We even wait till next week. It could happen tomorrow.
That's right, Ernie, because we're playing War Games a day early this week.
Mm-hmm.
You're the Ed McMahon to my Batman.
A classic dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not lying.
No fucking meat in these. I swear I ordered, like...
Gross. Is it sauce meat?
Maybe they were supposed to feed that to the rest of the food before it became the rest of the food. It was just an order mix-up.
This one's got a good slow burn to it. It's mounting up.
Yeah, Nasala walk and put some heat on things if you...
Wasn't hot at first.
Pull up. Let me get my Twitch app open. Important shit.
You're going to hang out on twitch.org.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah, that's good. I like to chat.
I prefer-
How's it going, guys?
Alright.
What's
Pretty
going
well.
on? How's your day? How's your week?
Pretty good so far.
What's the highlight of your... Never mind.
Yeah, you don't want to ask me that this week.
No, I don't want you to bust out with the Harambe memes like you've been doing.
No, actually, I could do worse than that this
Okay,
week.
let's hear it.
I'm still in the process of getting all of my disparate retirement accounts from various places I have worked consolidated into one. It's exactly as exciting and tedious
Damn.
and boring as you would imagine.
Yeah.
Wow, you're on fire.
It's one of those experiences that's painful to do, but at least I feel like I understand the crap now for the first time ever.
Sensitive financial information, you should totally stream.
Yeah.
There would be a lot to stream. Most of it is I make tedious phone calls and then wait for mail to come and then send it other places.
But it's 2016, there's probably an audience for
Yeah.
that.
Probably would be an audience if only for people who wanted to learn how to do it themselves.
If you want to tune in for hot tax action,
Well, no, the whole hope is that I pay no taxes on any
follow
of this.
Fairytale on twitch.com.
Yeah, you should
It's
stream
great.
some tax action.
It's great.
Watch me be on hold with a financial company
Now,
for 15
Tom.
minutes.
It's a very taxing experience. I
I've
hear.
watched people be excited about less when Lobos did it, so, like, you being on hold, at least you're present.
It's good.
Lobos shuts down his whole operation and burns down his house, and everyone's like, the screen's black. They're like, I love it!
I mean, that would be pretty metal. It'd be way better in the other direction, though, if you burned your house down on stream.
I mean, that would be way cooler.
Yeah.
That I would
Rather
love.
than deliberately saying, alright, bye everyone.
And then burn it down.
Well, you need like a streamception of that. A stream of the stream getting burned down, and another stream of that stream
Oh,
burning down.
goodness, we just tapped into a whole market here.
Mm-hmm.
We streamed Lotus Jr. streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
No.
me running around burning down houses.
That's good
If
too.
that's what you're doing that day, sure. It's like,
We only do that in the
it's like The Talking Dead or After the Thrones, the behind-the-scenes show.
But it's just
Behind
us
the
with a
show.
camcorder watching him do his thing from a
Or
different
it's
angle.
just us hanging out talking about what Lobos Jr. did.
Oh, yeah, but he's not present, it's just us.
I
Like,
mean, he could be. if he
no,
happens
I
to
think
be
it's
there.
better if he's not, because then it's even worse content.
Well, we need him if people are going to tune in.
No, I know. I prefer no one to ever see this.
That's fine. Tune in today. Oh man, that would be so good.
Oh, he sure did beat Dark Souls.
It would.
Real good.
Yes.
He's so good at that game.
It took him a long time, but he's
Not really.
I hear he plays a lot of that game, supposedly.
Here, that sometimes he does that,
I've never
but
played a
maybe he
video game.
doesn't. Well, we're not playing Dark Souls today. What are we doing today? We're playing that other game.
Dark Sun.
Dark Sun Souls.
Dark.
Praise the Dark Suns.
Yes. Well, we tried to praise it, but now we're in a place with
Yeah,
not as much sun.
things
We're
went badly.
in a dark place, a place with
literal death.
Shadows and darkness and
Mist.
bad mist pretty much everywhere. Someone give me a recap. What happened last week?
Well, we made it to the town.
Where are we?
The ruins we were gonna Caladnay,
Caladnay, that's right.
which I was gonna call cauliflower, but I knew that wasn't right.
Thank you.
We met
They
up
don't
with
have
a
cauliflower.
adventuring group out here, like out in this little like mini town area,
Yes.
It's a cookie cake.
which happened to contain a person that some of the group had met in their previous travels, a prisoner that apparently survived that encounter, and there was a little bit of strangeness going on with some of his party and our party's interactions, and then we kind of like decided to travel out together.
Let's say it like it is. His party's fucked up.
His party's fucked up.
They're fucking bananas. Like,
Hey, the Minotaur is alright.
he's fine, but
We'll see about that.
yeah.
We'll see about
Flex
that.
order.
He might not be. Minotaur knows something about the Farhells, but he doesn't know that we know that. Well, he knows that we know something about the Farhells, but he doesn't know that we know that he may not. Okay, anyway.
Settle down, Russell. Only
So,
90s kids.
so we split up after one of their party members decided to start defiling, and Tori wasn't having that shit because that's not in Tori's game. So we went over to the palace to investigate that. They went over to the pyramid, and I don't think they ever actually made it to the pyramid.
I think they just immediately started disappearing.
Yeah, their party members started disappearing while we were investigating this little palace area.
Technically, if the players weren't in the room, I didn't need to load the content.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
And we found some treasure in the palace. Nothing else really. We decided to leave. And
An elaborately trapped book.
Yeah, the second one of the campaign. It's always fun when we find an elaborately trapped book that Antori basically has to have a spell duel with.
we're back into the other party, regrouped. The guy that we'd saved before the prisoner decided he was going to go back here and wait for his other party members since they were missing. And the Minotaur was going to travel with us. And so now we're with the Minotaur as we were traveling towards the pyramid to try and find the other members.
We did
We
find
found
one.
one of them.
We ended up in this dark zone, this like misty area called the Gray, I believe.
Which, as far as I can tell, not knowing my planes of existence, basically is death.
And it appears that the whole town is kind of like has some kind of loose connection with the Gray, and I think we're still inside of it. And we got to kind of like see the town reverted back to its normal state inside the Gray. And we also found that witch that had defiled earlier,
And stole my fucking necklace. She
And
did
stole your
herself no
necklace.
favors.
and then she killed herself. And now we're gonna head to the pyramid because that's where we think the other party member is. That's
And also,
missing.
that's where we're actually going to go.
Yeah,
Moo Moo Moo.
Moo.
Yeah, his party is fucked up.
I
So-
think I covered all the bases.
You did.
I think so.
I like to point out one highlight, which was that the witch was into Cade.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, I'll do anything you want. And he said, I would like you to cut off your own head. Which she went ahead and did later.
Later, yes. Yes.
So that was great. That was
Sure to think
good.
about it.
Little throwback there.
Sure. You know, I appreciate
It was
consistency.
continuity humor.
Sure. Most notably, the pyramid, which had appeared to have been completely exploded in the regular dimension, seems now to be entirely intact. There's a faint point of light glowing very exciting.
How far a walk are we away from it still?
Only about a half an hour.
Cool. Are we underway?
I don't know, you tell me.
I believe when we shut down last time, we had just sort of agreed to head off in that
Yes,
direction.
because Moo 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 appears to be inside of it somehow.
And I've also cast my last locate creature spell today.
Right, which I believe is tracking Moo Moo Moo, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the upper part of the pyramid.
Yes. And we have to go there anyway, because that's probably where the pillar is.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, we could, that could just not happen ever.
Is there a fair number of rocks in the ground?
I'm sorry?
Are there a fair number of rocks in the ground in the general area?
You mean just like
Little ones, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. I'm gonna hide casting the message spell.
Message this rock.
Probably didn't hide it too well, but it is a 9.
Okay.
You get a message in your head. Tell the others, if I throw the rock, kill the Minotaur, reading his mind. And you feel like you could respond with a similar length message.
Very well.
And Toria picks up a rock.
And I'll message that back to the group. And Toria says if he throws that rock he's picked up, that we need to attack and kill the Minotaur.
Then I'm going to hide
Of
casting.
course, I was with mine.
Was it?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, don't forget, you gotta put your
Yeah,
hands
you
up
gotta put your
here.
hands up here.
Yes, you do.
Yep. Anything else is considered
Then
verbal speech.
Bow nods. Got it.
Then going to hide casting detect thoughts.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Wow. Okay.
Alright, detect thoughts is active. I will focus on the Minotaur but not attempt to probe.
Let's review detect thoughts. shall we?
Indeed.
I hope he's extremely chatty in his mind.
I'm glad
I
that
would be happy with that result.
literally the first thing that Antoria did this session was declare offensive action against that party member.
It's not
Victoria
offensive.
is the most evil member of the party.
It is not an offensive action.
Detect thoughts just reads current thoughts, right? And then
Detect thoughts. Oh my god, why are these spells so
surface
long?
thoughts, yeah.
For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thought or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends, that is the saving throw. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so this spell is particularly effective as a part of an interrogation. You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. Once you detect the presence of a creature in this way, you can read its thoughts for the duration as described above, even if you can't see it, but it must still be within range. Okay.
Spell stuffs.
And you're focusing on Bo, the guest Minotaur NPC.
Yep.
He appears to be most focused, so his surface thoughts seem to be mostly concerned with discovering the fate of his other party members, in particular Mumu.
Alright. Antoria out loud and addressing the party in general will say, I wonder what happened to the Far Heralds who were sent here. His thoughts change.
Blunt.
Yeah, he just yells, Bar Herald! Looks at him.
Yes, his thoughts do change. Let me just reread everything that I just said out loud and make sure that I get this exactly
I sure hope they don't
correct.
figure out I'm one
Just
of
check the
them.
VOD, it'll tell you everything.
So you get a couple of glimpses of images in his mind. One sort of a coterie of black-garbed fellows with the Minotaur bow standing in the midst as the leader seems to address him. And another of one of the pillars. Maybe not the one you're headed towards, but definitely one that Bo has seen. It seems to be brightly lit and active.
See, Antoria looks at the rock and and a moment. Let's see.
And I'll say, well, who knows? With everything they've been doing in the other cities, like I have no idea what would be happening here, especially with this, and I'll sort of wave at the mist business.
Well, we know from the meeting in Tyr that they're working in groups now. Does that trigger any change in thoughts?
Working in groups.
And mentioning the meeting in Tyr.
Yes, you get a glimpse of the meeting room of House Dyer, which you had seen previously before. But no additional information beyond that.
Let's see.
And I'll say, regardless, we've killed them before, we'll just kill them again if I encounter any of them.
Any response to what he said?
No, actually, no. Doesn't seem to deter him.
And directly addressing Bo, Antoria will say, Bo, I am curious about one thing. Why did you choose to join us instead of staying with your companion Arton? Well, he said a lot. What did he think?
He doesn't approve of defiling.
Ah.
He traveled under Artan's guidance up to a certain point, but having an opportunity to leave his company, he was happy to do so.
Doesn't like to file.
Please. Let's see. It was all well and good to have you accompany us without knowing much about you while you were in the material plane, but here in the gray, I'm not sure I like surprises. You've mentioned that you have taken pay, and I will be honest with you and tell you that I know you have met with Far Heralds. Would you like to add anything else to what I know?
So his thoughts are surprise, but they're commingled with a earnest fear, not necessarily of you, nor necessarily his associates, but of where you're at. Where you guys are right now has him completely spooked, and he's putting up a pretty brave exterior, mostly because he doesn't speak common. But he wants to get out of here, and he's not terribly eager to spend more time here than he especially wants to. Out loud, he says,
Does anyone know cow?
Figure I'm probably about halfway through the duration on this thing at this point. I've been assuming 1 round per question or long silence
that
to
makes
discuss.
sense. You guys are continuing on your way to the pyramid as this happens.
Then allow me to ask you bluntly, are you working on the Far Herald's coin right at this moment? And his thoughts?
No, he's not.
Did you work with them before? Last question. Do you intend us any harm, here, now, or in the future?
So, still reading his mind.
Yes.
You get a clearer vision of the assembly. And Bo is wearing the same robes as everyone else.
Ventoria throws a rock and cast Hold Person.
Okay. Exciting.
Yes, it is it is a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Groovy.
Oh, poor Bo.
Okay.
Does he look like he's paralyzed? Oh.
I will declare offensive action against
Okay.
a fellow party member.
Let's... This is the old street from before. That.
Yeah, a lot of fighting happens in this street.
Let's fight street.
It's not a good street. Do you guys still have bows in their shirt?
We do.
Yeah.
Great.
We're missing and
Yeah, Antoria seems to have been replaced with a pitchfork.
Victoria's not over there?
No. Unless
What's
he's
the pitchfork?
Maybe you're
Well, you can play the pitchfork from now on.
Good old
His model
pitchfork
hasn't loaded
Antoria.
yet. He's not under this side of papers.
Oh, here he is.
Oh.
Must have replaced you with pitchfork. As will happen.
Get out of there, pitchfork. Okay.
For what it's worth, it seems like he was about to respond to you, but you didn't get the chance to listen to him.
Fair enough.
Why doesn't everyone give me initiative rolls?
I'm so sorry, Bo.
17.
17?
15.
9.
19.
Hello.
That is not a valid roll.
Polo always goes first in the initiative order.
Zorak, you're up first.
Alright, I am going to
Yes.
cast this
And Detect Thoughts ended when Hold Person was cast, since they're both concentration spells,
That
for the
sounds
record.
good to me. Thank you.
Poor Bo.
Well, you could just be like Jewelbeard Man. Just detect his thoughts.
Yeah. I can
Oddly
read
enough,
your mind.
Oddly enough, the second level spell doesn't work nearly as well as what he was doing.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame at him.
Okay.
He gets a dex save. DC 17.
Bo.
I'm so sorry,
Did he
Bo.
fail?
That's all right.
I really get this the impression that with like we're like right on the verge of something. We're just gonna beat him to death instead.
Well, someone had to take up the role of being the wild card.
Yeah, I figured it would be Antoria.
If he failed the dex
Certainly
save,
not the looks.
14 radiant damage.
Okay.
And that's actually it for me.
Okay, Marcus.
Marcus is actually going to hesitate on his round.
Flex. Intimidate him with your flexing.
Cade.
Double attack.
Okay.
Why anything else? Antoria's word is law.
Oh boy.
12 and then a 26.
26 will hit.
I figured that one would hit. Stunned to find out the other did not. Ah! No, where the fuck did that go? Did it go?
Eat it
Well,
down.
whatever. I'm just gonna use it.
Our Polo will.
No.
Just damage type matter.
Yeah.
Okay. 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Buddy. Friend.
Yeah. So, Bo is gonna do a full. Hang on. First of all, let me switch to combat.
Yeah, we didn't expect this. You should climb that rock.
That's fine.
We saw you can climb it way
Yeah.
fast.
So he is gonna full withdraw. He's gonna move in a Lobos words direction, not a Marcus words direction. A Lobos words.
So is he double moving or disengaging and moving?
He is disengaging and moving.
Alright.
And he's gonna round that corner so that as few people as possible have, as tightly with the corner, so as few people as possible have, and you can move
This is move.
6 squares if that's as far as you've gone.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect. I think that's plenty. Antoria.
I'm so sorry.
Toria will send Tanger over here. Does Tanger see anything?
Well, we're still in the mist, though, right?
You can still see the streaks to a certain degree,
Okay.
but it is difficult to see very far.
The good news is if he runs away, he's probably just going to get eaten by shadow
Ah!
monsters.
That's probably whatever it's. Oh no, it's Cave Seed. Oh,
Yeah.
Sith. I've never known how to say that. I always just say.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, don't.
I'm sorry for saying your
Kate's it? Kate's it?
Kate. It's like
But he's Kate.
It's Kaith Sid.
Katie.
Kate's it?
All right, we're all gonna say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday
Logos
to
Street.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great. Thank you for. Thanks. I'll send you your money back. What a time we have. Launch Twitch alerts. Why don't I just have this open? I should write myself another note. Red13 says, keep up the awesome work, guys. Love the story so far and can't wait to see where it goes from here. Thank you. We are happy to be able to tell it. In the meanwhile, let's kill the important NPC.
Yeah.
Tanger can still see Bo mid-stride, trying to truck as far away as he possibly can.
Alright. Toria will move
sorry,
towards Tanger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I assume Antoria can see him now too, right?
Sure.
Toria looks very annoyed.
That's his usual
That's-
state.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
that's his
driving.
face.
He raises his hand. So is there like windows and stuff here, or is it solid wall on this?
That's all the wall.
Alright, and Toria raises his hands and casts Wall of Force.
Okay.
The short version is an invisible cube of force appears around Bo, and since it can be pushed, the creatures touched by the wall can be pushed according to the caster's whim, so I'm pushing him inside the cube.
Okay.
So he isn't trapped in an invisible
So he's
cube.
trapped in a mime.
Oh my god, oh, my worst nightmare.
Yes, he is trapped in a
You think
mine.
being sent to the hell dimension would be punishment enough.
There is one exception, though.
Okay.
I actually have 10 panels I can make this with. There's a floor panel, a wall panel, wall panel, wall panel, ceiling panel,
So you're gonna Minecraft it.
a little bit. And there's 2 wall panels on one side, the side facing us, that have about a 8-inch gap between them here. Such as you could shoot arrows and crossbow bolts and other
Is
nastiness.
this visible?
No, it is totally invisible to anyone but Antoria. Oh, actually, he can't see it. He knows where he put it, but he can't see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so Artoria's just got a crossbow up to death.
Yeah.
This is like the Manus fight.
This is gonna take like 100 rounds.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Bo, I'm so sorry.
Zorak.
Alright.
Oh God, that's horrifying.
Do I run into a wall?
No, it's a cube pretty much around him.
It's his movement.
he's
Well,
stuck.
yeah, but you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see it,
I'll
but
keep going
yeah.
until I guess I either run into him or a wall.
Alright, you're trapped in jail now.
Yeah,
Your
you
cellmate is a minotaur.
you accidentally fall inside the
so
cube.
where's okay?
It's exactly
this
his 5 by
It's
5
his
square.
Okay,
He
just
is.
this.
Yeah, so
I've
it's
pinned
just
him in
a-
the smallest possible area.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna attempt to swing my Githka at him, I guess.
Bonk.
Okay.
Well, unless you can miss a wall.
If anyone could do it.
Go ahead, sure.
I don't miss the wall with 15, I'm pretty sure.
Marcus.
Alright.
He's protected!
Create some sort of shield.
Yeah.
Marcus is gonna run
I think I'll
there.
actually say that probably.
No, that makes sense. That's a fair assumption. I thought you were gonna somehow use the wall of force to squish him into that
I
other
don't
wall.
think you can quite do that with a wall of
Give
force.
him
Well,
down.
I was gonna
No,
say.
just gonna crap him in there and then use telekinesis to like ball him up.
Or I was thinking that he was like, well, there's this one slit, but I'm gonna face that towards the wall so he suffocates.
Well, Eric can go through. Eric can go through it. It's one of the few things that can go through it,
Or he can escape, but not unless he chops himself into tiny pieces.
and finds the invisible gap in the wall.
Well, yeah.
Marcus is just moving.
Okay. Cade.
I'll run up. We'll join Zorak here and take a swing.
Okay.
I guess you might find the gap by accident.
Sure.
I said it was 8 inches. Right?
Yeah.
That's what. 20.
Donk. Wait, was it an
No,
apple?
no,
Okay.
20 total.
Donk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll swing again.
Alright.
28.
Negative.
Okay.
I mean, you hit the wall.
Yeah, I hit it so
You
good.
hit some sort of witch.
Yeah, I'll.
Wall of witches.
Yeah, I'll yell. And Tori, he's got some sort of witchcraft on him.
Yep.
But does it do anything with on touch or anything?
I don't think it does. It's
Okay.
just there.
How do you get out
Bo
of it?
examines
Like,
his surroundings.
Why would you get out of it? It's not meant to get out of.
Yeah, it's meant for your
There's
protection.
gotta be a way to bust through it, I would think.
Disintegrate spell.
Alright,
Even dispel magic doesn't work. In fact, it specifically forbids that
Bo
one.
turns around, kneels down, and closes his eyes. Antoria.
Victoria will.
Sphere of Annihilation.
just pour snakes in through the slot.
Victoria shoves 100 feet of rope inside the force cage. Bind yourself or die. There are no other choices.
So it's not my turn.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't need
and
that
then
much rope.
Zorak.
And then Victoria steps back a little out of range of the gap and waits.
Guess I'll walk back here and just get ready. There's nothing else I can do. He's protected.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'll hold until he acts.
Cade.
I'll hold action if he seems to like escape or take offensive action. I'll do an attack, but otherwise I'm
Okay.
gonna hold it.
He gets up and tries to like
It's so hard to tie yourself.
he like grabs it and then tries to like swing it around and then stops and then like just holds it and then turns so his wrists are facing you guys. It's clearly not tied, but he doesn't know what to do.
It's really hard to tie yourself up.
Antoria.
And Toria, using this, I assume, would sleight of hand be relevant for binding?
Sure.
Alright, using a sleight of hand check.
And
And
you're also an adventurer. You can
Wait,
Alright.
are you trying to hide that you're binding?
No, I'm not trying to hide it. I'm trying to use
do a
a skill
relevant
that
skill.
helps with binding.
yeah. What's your dexterity?
Dexterity is 14.
Okay, yeah, you can tie a bosun, you can tie a lanyard.
Alright, well, Antoria will tie his wrists so that they are effectively bound
Okay,
through the gap in the wall.
sure.
It will not harm you further as long as you make no attempts to escape. Do you speak any languages at all? Just nod if you do. Speak a few words of it to me.
That's right, cattle speak.
Elvish.
Unless someone else has other plans at the moment,
Sphere of Annihilation.
I'm hitting the out of combat button.
Do you speak Dwarven?
No, but
Anyone else speak Dwarven?
Antoria
Like
was...
your checkered past?
I speak halfling. It's kind of like it. No, it's
You
not.
might know a smattering.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mostly killed them.
Well, you might know things like, ah!
Yes,
that
yeah,
hurts so
probably.
bad.
You pick up the words harm and you. There's also some other words.
He's out to get us!
Well, Antoria will start casting comprehend languages.
Of course.
Fucking Christ.
Zorak's gonna remain with his gift get drawn and say, "What's going on?
In a few moments, I'll be able to understand him.
Why is he in a force box thing?"
I
we
I think
can't
that
get
was
through?
Antoria's doing, as it turns out.
I saw him wearing the robes of a herald in his memories. And yet, for all that, I think he was actually being honest about not intending to harm us.
Well, if he was trying to harm us, he did a very bad job.
We sure changed his mind about that.
We shall see.
Spell completes.
One worthy note, 9 minutes and 45 seconds into the spell, the force wall drops.
Okay.
But it
No
was an
one
invisible
sees.
wall.
Yeah. The wall sees it.
Alright, speak a few more words. I should be able to understand you now.
I have no quarrel with you.
But I saw you wearing the robes of a Far Herald. You have a lot of explaining to do if you claim to have no quarrel with us.
Why? Who are you?
You heard what we said when we met with... It's like we were attempting to stop the Far Heralds from messing with the pillars. I saw one of those in your mind as well.
But why? Who are you?
We simply are...
Don't say it! Do not!
We are a
No!
group who has become aware that the Far Herald's activities endanger all of Athos by threatening to awaken the the Dust Crack in Alothra. That is what their tampering with the pillars will accomplish. It is why we seek to stop them. It is why someone who, for all I can tell, may well be one, is not necessarily a friend.
This is... No, the Sand Kraken must be sealed away forever.
The Dust Kraken, but how can you possibly believe that?
God damn it! You fuck!
Oh my
I
shit!
rolled so hard.
God damn.
The campaign is over.
Oh my shit! I can't believe this.
Alright, well.
Wow.
No, that's what Bo said. That's not what I said. God damn it.
Tori was correcting Bo!
I know!
Wow.
Life is a fuck. Kill all cops. Fuck this
content.
content. Oh, God.
What happened?
What a time.
You're trying... What are you... Well, yes, that's true, but then why did I see in your mind that you were helping them? You were at the meeting in Tyr. I've seen the pillars in your mind. I've seen you wearing their robes.
The Far Heralds seek to save the world.
Oh yes, I've heard all about it. Awaken the Dust Kraken and get paradise by some...
No. It's a horrible monster. How would awakening it bring about any kind of paradise? That's insane.
Rather-
Who would believe that?
Sense motive.
So we can understand Antoria's half, but not.
Yeah, comprehend languages and...
They've been mooing for like...
Yeah.
But it doesn't change your. Are you still speaking in common though?
Yeah, Antoria's still speaking
Yeah,
in
you can
common.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That's why he wants to say Moo Moo. He
Yeah.
speaks his language.
He must have named him.
Yeah.
Fine, there is one way I can resolve this, but I'll need your cooperation to do it. I was reading your surface thoughts before. I can go deeper than that and read the truth of the matter. There will be no hiding anything. Of course, you are able to fight that effort. If you do, I will assume that the correct course of action is to execute you here and now. Will you permit me to make this effort?
I have little choice.
That's
It's not an honorable course of action.
I am here in the gray with a potential enemy at my back. Forgive me if honor is not my top concern at this present moment. I've read the fear of this place in your own mind. Surely you understand.
Antoria, what's going on?
He actually claims the Far Heralds are well aware of Elathra's nature and that they are actually attempting to stop that from happening.
To stop it from being summoned?
I will know the truth of the matter very shortly. Antoria will cast Detect Thoughts again.
So that would explain why every third voice of reason we've stumbled across in this adventure has had misgivings about our relationship to those pillars, but we've still been chasing them.
Detect Thoughts active again. What are his surface thoughts at the moment?
You're. So Bo is actually. So as you cast the spell, Bo actually like steps back and kneels back down. Says to you in Dwarven, "Live or die, I will not conduct myself in such a dishonorable course as you. Do what you will." Simply bows his head.
Alright.
Spirit violation.
Detect the Thoughts active.
Sure.
I will attempt a deep probe of his motivations.
Okay, so I get a wisdom saving throw?
You do.
Okay. Not great.
Is it better than 17?
It's not.
Alright.
A single digit.
Well, probably worth reviewing exactly what that reveals, since it's pretty specific.
Oh lord.
I read it out loud.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
Go check the bots.
Sorry. Let's see. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, something it worries over, loves, or hates. Specifically aiming for his relation to the Far Heralds in
Sure.
this case.
He is a Far Herald. He seems to have been brought over to their cause after some tragedy befell his life. And he seems to earnestly believe that their cause is a good one. But that it is like not a world-ending one. It is one that is supposed to bring about some sort of protection to the world.
You've actually been honest with us. Cut his bonds.
Okay.
No. Tell us what you found out.
I do it with the gift guy, cut his bonds.
He is a Far Herald, but he honestly believes... You are a Far Herald, and yet you honestly believe that they do not intend the end of the world. I do not know how this confusion has come about.
Well, maybe because this entire quest has been based on what some damn Pyrene said to us in the future.
Well, it is also possible that they're lying to most of their members.
It's possible, or it's possible that we've been on a wild goose chase from some shared hallucination about some bullshit future from somebody that we trusted because they're related to Marvin?
Bullshit.
Who ended up being somebody
They
that
did not
we
trust
didn't
him
know.
because he related to Marvin. They
Then
trust
why?
him because he's a Pyrene.
The only Pyrene I've ever known has caused us nothing but trouble.
I don't think he counts as a real Pyrene. He was
Don't
created.
think so.
He was magically created. He could have been anything they wanted.
Well, regardless, the truth is that we don't know a damn thing about these pillars, and we've been chasing them around the entire tablelands.
Fair enough, but I'm not ready to compound one assumption with another.
I'm just saying that we've been wasting our damn time. We should at least be trying to figure out why we're doing what we're doing.
That is what I was attempting to find out. We had a captive Far Herald. I wanted to find out what he knew. For what it's worth,
He's gone.
for what it's worth, I intend no further harm to you, and I do apologize for the measures I took.
I'll heal him as well.
You are protecting those that are important to you. I can understand that.
And for what it's worth, I will never read your thoughts again, with or without your permission.
He nods. Wherever our origins, we are clearly in some unholy place. Let us agree simply not at least to go for one another's throats, such that we may escape this place.
If he allows it, I heal him for 20 HP.
Yes, please.
You have my word on
We
that
have
matter.
things.
And whatever you may think about how I've conducted myself, I have not lied to you in anything I have done.
Marcus will nod and give a sincere chest thump towards him.
A bit rough, but at least the matter is settled.
I guess before we
Is it?
move on, though, we should let him know that what we know about the Far Hells and what we've been told and what we found out.
We can discuss it on the way to the pyramid. It's still a bit of a walk from here.
Alright.
Okay. What are you telling him?
Playing some cutscenes.
Yeah.
I missed our.
I don't know nearly as much as them, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I'm curious what
Marcus
the
is
great
nothing.
information is being shared.
Zora could use a.
Well, hang on.
Taylor-
You're the only one that can. Well, I guess everyone can understand.
I can understand him for 1 hour. Everyone can speak to him. I
Means
guess.
he seems to be able to understand all of us.
Yeah.
If you have
It's one
no
of those Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah.
If you have no objections, I will translate your words for the rest. I will only be able to understand you for another hour or so, but I'm sure they have questions of their own.
He's in front now.
Yeah. Point guard.
Is there anything in particular that anyone wants to chat with him about or explicitly share?
And Toria definitely mentions what happened with the visit to the future, who they met there, what they saw, that sort of thing.
Okay.
He does mention that we've definitely had a fair number of run-ins with the Far Heralds that have largely not ended well for them.
Okay.
He does actually also mention that we've been given reason to question our purpose a couple of times, but that he definitely is not ready to accept what Bo has been told either. Not because he doesn't trust Bo, but because he doesn't trust those who told it to him.
Okay. Bo doesn't share a whole lot back with you. He seems to be taking a lot of this in. But he does remark, our master is wise. He follows the High One's words without fail. I follow the master, but perhaps his interpretations are mistaken.
And who is this master?
Are you translating for him, by the
Oh
way?
yeah, and Toria translates and then asks, who is this master?
Our leader, the one that sends individual heralds on their way across the desert.
Does he have a name?
You simply know him as the master.
And the High One, do you know anything of him? Or it? Or
The
her?
master seems to have exclusive knowledge of the High One. He says it is who revealed the prophecy of dust cracking to us and gave us our purpose. He alone communes with him.
Prophecy. I heard Arton use that word once long ago. Is he-
Archon is a fool. Treasure seeker. He happened to wish to plumb this city for arcane secrets and gathered. Well, you saw her, that witch.
On that, there can be no argument.
I had my own reasons for being here, and so followed as a mercenary.
Translate.
Be quit of this place as quickly as possible. If Mumu can be saved, he is an innocent, though strange. Like yours.
Toria translates that as politely as possible, but there's no hiding it entirely in an accurate translation.
Kate is just like incandescent with anger through this whole thing.
When can I participate?
He's just fucking trembling with fury.
Sure.
Zark's like, you call me the strange one, you're all the strange ones.
No.
Yeah.
In due course.
Uh-oh.
You arrive.
Ooh. This place is empty.
Hey, it's the Force Cage.
Yeah.
Zoomed in.
It's time for the last minute. No, I got it.
Yay!
Last minute, no.
Hmm.
It's just a dimension filled with knots.
No wonder that shit killed herself.
And Toria casts Banish on himself. Bye! Wizard out.
See.
Oh, how fancy.
See.
Oh,
Fancy pants.
Should we not be looking at these floors? As
No,
we
you're
go
good.
down?
You'll note that a lot of
Do we get a fly through when we first enter?
Yeah, yeah.
It writes the name of the location at the bottom.
Place where
Ridley?
party dies.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Oh dear God.
There's just corpses just drawn on already. Yes.
It's Anne Orlando. No.
Might be. So you arrive at the base, climb the steep, narrow stairway. Takes you all the way to the top. Caladne's Grand Pyramid.
I've seen better.
Yeah, it seemed grander.
Sweet. This is awesome, by the way. You've been so good.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Next week,
Dragon Ball Z.
so
The next episode of.
So the entrance takes us to the very top.
So
it
it's
does.
like a big
Yes,
stairwell.
there is a single stairwell that climbs all the way up, and then about 10 feet up from the top, you find the glowing light. There seems to be a small platform and a door with a glowing rune of a scarab set in it.
Of course.
Before we go further, you should perhaps ask our friend what he knows of the pillars, since apparently we don't know what we thought we knew.
Well,
Potentially.
no, I've never known anything about them.
What do you know of the pillars?
Simply, they're connected to the sand kraken. Dust kraken, you son of a...
He just stabs.
I roll him down the
He
stairs.
stabs
I didn't say anything.
You did! For weeks on end!
I feel like I'm Trebek on one of those jokes.
I know.
SNL thing. Or I feel like he's Trebek and I'm Connery, I guess.
Connery,
Sorry.
We meet again.
Your mother's a cracker. It doesn't make any sense. You lose. As do we all. Simply that they are connected to all Athra as veins to a heart.
Very well. If you have no objections, and he's speaking to you, but he's actually addressing everyone, I can bind all of our minds together in communication. It is not thought reading. You can only read what is sent by others, but it is sometimes useful when conducting this sort of exploration. Would you like to be included in this? You would also be able to communicate directly instead of me having to translate.
Does that cross language barriers?
I think it does. I may have just lied, I'm sorry.
That's a good question.
I assumed it
Bo
did.
doesn't know.
Marcus asks what the answer is.
Psychic link, eight the creatures of your choice. Creatures with intelligence scores of 2 can communicate whether or not they have a common language. I was pretty sure it didn't mind that. I think even like animal with 3 intelligence are like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
Talk to Polo.
Marvin.
Well, we talked
Oh.
to Tanger once upon a time.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a lot higher than 3 though.
Well, no, I know.
He has no
I'm
language.
saying he doesn't have a
Yeah.
shared language.
All right.
Not accusing your bird of being dumb. God.
If nothing stops us for 10
I have
minutes,
a very high intelligence.
nothing stops us for 10 minutes.
I can spell all kinds of words.
Nothing stops us. I'll establish Rari's telepathic bond with the entire party, including Tanger, Sword, and
Sword. Sword wrong.
To be clear, Shivron's not a sword anymore. What the hell?
no, he's a broken straight sword.
Yep.
It's true.
All right, so Shivram, Tanger, and everybody,
Okay.
even Bo.
Great.
Plunk. Well,
I just need one more character and then I'll finally be equal to you guys.
Well, we tried to off one of them, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's Scarab. I guess that's the starting place if we're gonna get in
I thought you
here.
meant firsties.
He's long gone. He'll be
So the Scarab. Have we
Sure.
seen something like it before anywhere?
You have, very recently. You saw a very, very similar looking glyph on the floor of the throne room.
And Scarab is glowing.
It is.
So it was like a standard door. Besides the glowing scarab.
So it looks more like a slab. There's no obvious
Oh,
way to
okay.
open it.
All right.
having Sammy flashbacks.
Investigation on the door.
Sure.
All right.
Don't touch invisible wall barriers.
21.
21. All seems well. You don't find any traps. You do find a small depression hidden in the side of the door where you would expect maybe a door handle to go. It appears to be perfectly circular, maybe about 3 or 4 inches across.
3 or 4 inches across. There's a depression here. Looks like something should go there, maybe, but have we found anything that we remember being shaped like that?
Give me an intelligence check.
8.
8. You don't seem to remember anything in particular.
There must have been something, but does something go in here?
I
Marcus
guess I'll
put his
take a
hand
look.
on the depression.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'll take a look.
chops it off.
Intelligence? Straight up? No.
Toria digs around in his pack a little bit, looking at his stuff.
What does the shape look like of the depression?
It's just circles.
It's just a
Circular,
Just a circle.
3 to 4
It's like,
inches.
It's like someone just set an ashtray in their ground. Yeah, pretty much just like that.
Found it.
That's more
We
meta
already,
stuff.
we already did the meta thing.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's enough for this week.
Right, like search the room.
That's suddenly one of those locked room games.
Right.
Is the scarab itself set on like any kind of other background, different looking background, just directly into the door?
No, it actually just appears to be a pretty plain glyph, other than the fact that it's glowing.
Depression's definitely the way in somehow, but I can't think of anything we found that would have let us in.
Is there anything in that palace?
Just that book, but it's not shaped like a book.
Maybe the book will say how to get inside?
I can
Maybe it is a journal or a diary.
try looking at it, but that's a last resort.
Why not mess with more things we don't understand?
I understand you're in a bad mood, but we do need to get in here somehow.
Then why not check the damn book?
As
It's
you
our
wish.
best lead at the moment, I think.
Toria will
Yes.
we'll get the bag out of the bag, and the book out of the
Now
bag.
you become a
Now
mummy lich.
force Bo to read it first.
No, he doesn't operate that
I
way.
don't want him to be able to.
Toria opens the book and looks at the first page.
Okay. There's some stuff written on it.
And what's written on it?
Says here's how you enter the pyramid.
You're a lich
Do you
now.
read Draconic?
Comprehend languages is still in effect, so yes.
Fuck off. God.
That's fine.
Well, hold on.
And he's a caster who knows
Sorry,
Draconic
but
anyway, so he
Rory's telepathic bond isn't a concentration spell?
it's a ritual. Nope.
Ah, okay.
Damn. Well,
Yes. So this is written in a absurdly old dialect of Draconic. It's got that stupid thing where sometimes the second S in a sentence is written like an F.
oh fuck that.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's weird. So it appears to be maybe the beginning of like a history or something like that, but it's like the really obnoxious, like biblical kind of history where there's like a lot of like,
He beget him and
yes,
him begot
blessed
him.
be, thank goodness for this. We all had such a great time. Good work. That's not how the Bible goes. I'm not trying to insult anyone. The Bible's great. It's got some good stuff in it. What I'm saying is, it's deliberate. Oh my god, I've really dug myself in.
Yep.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, we're done.
Wow.
Sand
I
cracking.
cannot believe how great this went.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the Jesus.
Yeah.
Everyone, let's go around the table.
I think we should all pray.
Yeah. Everyone, please say what you like most about Jesus, who is the
His
Christ.
hair.
I love that he died for our sins.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, thank
Bill,
you.
I think his hair's pretty good.
We'll get back to you, Herbie.
Excellent philosophy on life.
Okay. Bill.
He helps employ me.
He super does.
Nothing he can't
He's the
do.
best angel investor. Oh man.
Oh,
Well,
man.
Anyway, good night.
See you guys.
What a great final episode. Oh goodness. Okay, so it's a history. It's really eager to like pontificate and talk about things that aren't history. So much so that it doesn't seem to actually start any history on the first page.
And Toria will flip through it, seeing if it gets to anything interesting at some point. You can anyone watching him read can see him rolling his eyes a little
Okay.
bit.
Down the steps of the
His eyes are rolling back. He's turning into a lich.
I attack.
Yes.
He's losing consciousness.
Turning into.
You put traps on this flip rubbish.
So, what's interesting is that it doesn't seem to be written from Khalid, from the Sorcerer King's point of view. It appears to be written from the High Templar's point of view. It's very, very worshipful. Almost to the point of, like, Fanon. Like she's... Actually, you kind of get the impression that she might be shipping herself with the Sorcerer King.
Same.
Doria has exactly this expression as he's flipping through it, sitting on the ground flipping through it. It's like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I used magic to
It's
unlock
reverence.
this
It was
piece
really well
of
protected.
shit.
It's not shit.
Toria's sticking by.
Really high rating on sorcererking.net.
Yeah, archive of
Don't
our
go
own.
there. Don't go there.
Anything interesting before he reaches the monster at the end of the book?
I mean, it's really dense. You're gonna need to like really spend some time. Like, first of all, even having comprehend languages, you're having to go through a lot of these and thous and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of parsing and getting past really florid kind of language.
Are there any pretty pictures?
Is there a key in there?
Why don't you give me an investigate check to see if you can find something in particular?
Yeah, you'll look for either an actual key or anything mentioning how to get in the pyramid, the holy pyramid, whatever you call it.
Sure.
23.
23. Okay, you don't find anything related to the entrance. However, you do find a very, very late entry talking about the pyramid itself. Talking about a particular ritual that apparently the Sorcerer King had planned and undertaken. But his enemies had discovered the ritual and had planned on intervening to slay him as they had slain the traitor Dragoth.
Interesting.
And so the High Templar took it upon herself to protect him by casting a ritual of her own, by sacrificing her family within the pyramid.
Nice.
Toria's eyes widen as he gets to a particular passage.
Man,
He
that's devotion.
by the telepathic bond, he relates the horrible story that has just been read.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Shit happens.
Unfortunately, he shuts the book and kind of only puts it back in one bag this time.
Okay.
It no longer rates the bag-in-bag treatment.
Okay.
Nothing about the key, unfortunately.
But she sealed the pyramid herself with the sacrifice of her family to protect her king.
Indeed.
Well, Kate should be all about that.
Yeah, he has no like, well, duh. I'm gonna take off my amulet. Would
Okay.
it fit in the?
Sure.
Is it a?
Perfectly, actually.
Yeah.
The slab.
Huh. Interesting. Wouldn't have thought Hamanu was on the guest list, but
He's on every guest list. Like, let's just proceed.
fair enough.
Alright.
You can remove the hat.
Oh, we start at the top.
Yeah. So there was like a long step up.
Oh.
So that you can roll. Her,
Gotcha.
So she could roll her family down the steps to sacrifice.
Just kick them one by one.
There is a small hallway inside with a set of stairs going down.
I don't trust doing that.
Let's just
As
have
soon
us
as you're
be
going
outside.
down,
Yeah.
you can just remove that.
Oh, alright.
Alright. This one I trust a little bit more.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Alright.
What is this ring?
You emerge in a room with brightly lit braziers in each of the four corners, and a strange-looking mosaic on the wall in front of you. There's a low altar, seems to be made of obsidian, sitting in front of you. The mosaic appears to depict a sort of geometric pyramid with a certain number of slabs, not unlike the one that you not slabs, but slots, not unlike the one that you just saw with the door, with a number of discs set in them. A number of other discs are set on the altar in front of you.
This is
There's
gonna
an
be like a.
inscription underneath. Is someone still using comprehend languages?
I bet he is.
Clearly it wants us to play disc golf.
The inscription reads, "Glory be to Khaled Ma, the Most High."
This is gonna be a missed puzzle where we have to move the.
It might be.
And Toria translates the inscription.
Is there a blue book?
Anyone gonna look up game facts?
Comprehend is probably down to about half an hour between the walking
Oh,
and
good.
stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Let's move the pyramid momentarily.
It's lifting off. It's the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill.
We're flying back.
Illuminati.
We're flying back.
Oh! Drop it! Go get the money.
Actually, Lobos, would you move this toolbox for me?
Even.
You got a donation.
We'll get it.
It's too late.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fading. It's fading away.
Yeah. If you don't.
It's
pick it up-
despawning quick.
Yeah, if you don't pick it up in time, you lose it.
Aha.
Fuck.
We'll get more where that one came from.
Fuck puzzles. No.
I know.
Our only weakness.
Oh, this is like one of those NES like games where you can choose and
Yeah, this is just the password generator.
end up at E1.
Where's
Oh,
Margaret
E1.
when we need him? Just fireball the door.
Glory be to Khaled. What's his name?
Khaled Ma.
Khaled Ma.
Khaled Ma.
Most High.
The Most High.
Khaled May.
Oh, Nibene, Nibene.
Khaled Ma is the name of the Sorcerer King.
Oh, okay.
Who ruled over the
Gotcha.
city.
I don't know Sorcerer Kings.
Well, no one did until someone found some fanfic.
Ah.
It's a fairy.
It is indeed.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
There's a wolf. There's a wolf. Oh.
Hammer.
Mountain hammer.
Wolf, wolf.
Tanger.
Oh, it's a Warhammer thing. It's the
Oh, yeah.
Warhammer 40k symbol.
Yep.
It's a pretzel snake.
Snake.
Oh,
Snack.
I thought it was a mushroom.
Pretzel snake.
It's a snake shrimp.
Delicious.
Cinnamon roll.
I hate you.
Thank you.
Like my hate.
Thank you for putting so much time and effort into this game.
Ooh.
Ringing Mountains.
Those are already set in the wall.
That must be our symbol. The fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we do as much fire anymore.
These are sitting on the altar.
Well, glory be to Khaled Ma. Seems almost certain his would go on the top near the crown.
Hamano at the top.
Sure.
It's like
Assuming
Yeah,
that's
done. Puzzle solved.
But
Pizza Pasta donated $20. Thank you so
What?
much.
Thank you, Pizza
Thank
Pasta.
you, Pizza
Both of my
Pasta.
favorite
Pizza
things.
now I'm hungry.
It's a lot of carbs
Let's go spend it.
On pizza pasta.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
for I'm about to sin.
History check to identify which ones are where. Assuming that these are Sorcerer King and Sorcerer Queen emblems.
Sure.
Natural one.
Natural
It really is a cinnamon roll.
Religion check for the same thing. For never heard. What's a sorcerer king?
Nature check to
Nature
recognize
check.
things.
Well, you recognize what animals they are.
15.
You're not familiar with any of these emblems.
Strength check
Okay.
to break this thing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Good try.
We're all doing what we're best at.
Inscription doesn't say anything else.
No, it doesn't.
And does the mural have any other picture on? There's just this crown and the indentions.
That is it.
And
Alright.
these are on the obsidian altar, is that right?
No, those
They're
are
like
sitting on the
yeah.
obsidian
And
altar.
then there's like
Well, the scarab's probably the top one.
That's what I figured
sense.
based on the inscription. I just wish I knew what the order of these
I have
was.
a feeling we probably need to fill it all out.
Do we know what this is in particular? The jagged mountains.
Are you asking or are you asking out of character?
I'm asking Foxhound.
Do you know specifically which one that is?
Do I recognize what this is?
Are they the Ringing Mountains? Does it look like it to us?
So it appears to be a very stylized tower in the midst of a city with other towers.
Oh, okay, so
Well-
the towers. Okay.
Do these?
Nibene,
Not even
maybe.
A, it's the ziggurat.
Nibene.
Doesn't the ziggurat there?
Well, if
That's-
this one's supposed to
Not
represent,
even A, it's the.
if this one's supposed to represent
Tower.
a Sorcerer King, I mean, this looks kind of like Hamanu, right? This might be the dragon itself. The Forest Queen.
That's clearly Leela, Layla,
What is
Lu.
this? I don't know if this is.
That one also seems to depict a dragon.
Like a
of some
drake?
sort.
A dragon of some sort.
Interesting.
Who
Well,
would match the
A
dragon?
second dragon.
does Centauria know that Dragoth was killed for... What, does he know what Dragoth was killed for? His treachery? I'm honestly trying to remember if it came
someone
up.
does. I'm trying to remember. I think it might be Cade that knows that.
Ah,
Oh yeah, Cade found that book.
That
Yes.
I read all
So-
about
So
it.
no, I don't think
Okay.
Victoria knows
Yeah.
that.
Victoria
You guys
doesn't.
do know that Zami and
That's true. Zambi,
and
Rocks.
Roxix also worshipped Dragon.
Yeah.
and they shared some information that they know about the Dread King with you.
But that doesn't mean why he was killed.
No, not necessarily. But
Okay.
I think Cade knows the specifics of that.
Alright. Well, the inscription says glory be, but on the other hand, would even a sorcerer king dare put themselves above the dragon? We clearly have one that seems to represent the
Well,
dragon.
again,
Maybe even...
It depends on who made this.
Wait, is that 2 dragons on that one?
Is
Seems like it.
We saw 2 dragons before.
looks like
I mean,
that
so
one.
a
Plus-
single one and a double one.
The double, we've seen the double emblem before, I think, outside Nibene in the ruins that we gave to what's-his-name. Weren't there double dragon signs there?
Oh, I love double dragon.
Jimmy and
Give
Bimmy.
me an intelligence check.
Whatever the fuck that guy's
13.
13. The twin drakes are the symbol of Yarmuk.
Yaramuk. Yes, Yaramuk with the twin drake, so it is not the dragon. This one certainly looks like it.
Well, again, like I said, it depends on who made this. You said that the book was entirely focused on idolizing that one sorcerer king.
It was, and the inscription's definitely fairly clear, but again, even a sorcerer king might hesitate to so brazenly put themselves above the dragon in something that's not easily moved or covered up or hidden.
Is there a notable passage down from here, or does it seem like it?
No,
Basically
matter of
did.
fact,
Okay.
this is just a whole pyramid.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice, guys.
I
A
mean,
lot bigger from the outside.
if we want to try the obvious one first, we can put the scarab in the top.
I don't see why not.
Alright, let's back away a bit though.
Well, who do we think made this?
Everyone leaves the pyramid.
The Sorcerer King, or
Likely the High Templar.
In either case, the scarab probably is the most likely candidate
Regardless.
for the top.
Sure, yes.
She definitely wouldn't have put the dragon atop, but I don't think she made this. I think the pyramid was part of the ritual, probably.
Well, maybe, but regardless, you are assuming that they would not put the dragon above, or themselves above the dragon due to ill will or whatever. We are in a completely dead city that has been destroyed.
This is true. Well, shall we give it a shot?
Yes, I'll do it.
Oh, alright, well. Fair enough.
Sets in perfectly.
Well,
And now everything else, just, ugh.
Yeah. Do it, solve it like I solve every puzzle in video games. And just
the dragon.
do it by brute
The
force.
dragon's gotta be near the
Pure
top,
flesh,
right?
everyone does.
The dragon is definitely among the most powerful of creatures. If this is a rating of glory, it would certainly stand to reason it should be second, but left or right? Or does it matter? Oh, well, he put one in. He put the
Okay.
dragon second to the right.
What would go with the dragon? This other dragon form?
So can Antoria tell any difference between the 2 dragons?
Sure.
Arcane check?
Yeah.
Uh,
Or
Or knowledge just from what we've
Oh.
seen, right?
arcane works.
Okay, 14.
14. You don't notice anything particularly different. However, you can also give me a perception or investigation check.
Okay,
I wanna roll
investigation,
to see
sure.
if that looks like the dragon we saw earlier.
23 for investigation.
Okay.
25.
25. The undarkened one certainly bears some similarity to the dragon that seems to have recently made itself known to you. The darkened one bears a striking similarity to Zami's Templar amulet.
Interesting. So that was actually Dragoth we placed, perhaps not the dragon. Then the
Well,
dragons go on the second tier. Well, wait, what?
That's not real. Sorry.
Thank God.
Just having a laugh.
Don't scare me like
No, I
that.
think he did.
No, I think Kate actually did that, but
Really?
yes.
Gosh.
Anything happen?
What on earth are you doing?
Nothing has happened.
What? You said an order of glory. Dragoth is literally dead.
Not when this was made. And Toria puts it back, glaring at Cade. It's hardly a time for your or place for your propaganda.
Both of your
If
fingers
it was
also-
about my propaganda, as you call it, I wouldn't have put this damn scarab at the top.
Even with instructions clearly indicating it.
Then it wouldn't be my propaganda, would it?
You're
Fair.
familiar with Hamanu. What of these matches his symbols?
I would actually put Hamano in the 3rd tier after we put
The
the other
lion.
dragon.
No, I mean
Oh.
he would go with.
You would go with none of these. The only thing possibly set above him being the dragon itself.
He would go in the 3rd row, I think. Discounting dragons and our artificially elevated Scarab Lord, I will acknowledge he is probably the most powerful of the Sorcerer Kings and probably has been for a while. Let's put the other dragon here. Anything happen?
No.
And put Hamanu here.
So far, so good.
Symbol of Yarmuk and
Well, Yarmuk was destroyed by Hamanu. That certainly
But when?
seems... How long ago was that?
That's a great question.
History check. I don't remember history bonus. 14.
11.
700 years ago, thereabouts.
And based on the fanfic I read, how long ago did this all happen?
900.
Okay, so this actually happened before that.
Yes.
However, she was, even if it happened after, she was pretty soundly defeated by Hamanu. I think between her and the forest goddess, I would be willing to put the forest goddess in the 4th row. Above.
You sure she wouldn't be more powerful? I mean, she's been around for so long.
Not more than
Hates
Hamanu,
her.
and we can't move whichever ones these are anyway. When it comes down to Hamanu, her, and the destroyed one, I would assume they ordered as Hamanu. You put the Yaramuk one in the bottom.
Okay.
There we are. Nicely done, my friends.
We just walk in,
boys.
come right back out in the same room.
We just teleport into.
No, stairway. Well, I guess I just assumed that you're going down.
I hope it's just a
wanna
series,
leave.
a series of various puzzles using
I want
the
to
same
reset the
symbol.
instance and farm XP.
Yeah.
Fine.
I hope it turns out
Locked
the
out
other
for
ones.
24 hours.
The other ones didn't matter. It's just as long as you put the scarab on top.
Okay.
We didn't explore that other one very much, but
You emerge into an ornate chamber. That seems royally decorated. There are gildings on the molding of the ceiling and the floor. There are tapestries hanging everywhere. The tile here is a lot nicer. It's sort of this deep color of red. There's an open stairway in front of you, and a dark knight standing in front of it. In each of the corners of the room is a small upraised platform with another obsidian altar sitting on it.
So there's 4 altars on 4 platforms?
Yep.
and the knight is. There's one knight or
There's one knight standing directly in front of the stairs opposite you when you come into the room.
Oh, I see. Maybe we come down these
Like
stairs.
these
Yeah.
ones?
Opposite us?
I'll head over to check out one of
Like
the
directly in
others.
front of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Walking our way.
And Toria will
Yes.
work
That would
around
be
the
the-
night and look at one of the altars too.
Okay. The altar has sort of a
It's
basin built into it that appears to be filled with some sort of red fluid.
Okay.
Marcus will investigate another. Same result.
Yes, indeed.
Same.
Medicine check to identify if it's blood or something.
Sure.
That is a bad roll. That is a 4.
Natural one. To investigate.
I'll do the same.
Marcus is gonna.
a champ.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Particularly
I've never
smell
rolled a
it.
good roll
Sure.
in this entire game.
Um,
You should get advantage because you're so
2.
familiar with smelling blood.
25.
Wow.
On a medicine check.
Well,
Thank you
I would say that it
for being
smells
here.
of copper, but you don't really smell copper all that often in Athos. But it does smell like blood, yes.
It smells like blood.
Well,
Bo seems to be staying near the stairway and sort of just keeping an eye on this dark figure who seems to be blocking the path.
well, Chevron, that's all you wanted right here.
Ah, I love
it's visibly fluid, not like
Yes.
congealed and.
No, it's like a sink that's been stoppered and just allowed to fill up.
Interesting. But no inscriptions anywhere that I've seen so far.
Marcus is gonna investigate the knight. Check him out, see what's up with him.
He is dressed in very, very old armor. Seems to be wearing full plate, including a helmet that obfuscates his entire face. He's got some strange sort of plumage sticking out of the back of the thing. He's got an immense tower shield that he's got holding in front of him.
Is it metal?
It is metal, yes.
Impressive.
I'd also like to particularly follow the Minotaur's gaze in case he's looking at a certain part of it or anything.
He's.
Nothing. Design it.
I mean, you can give me a perception check if you like.
8.
Doesn't seem to be eyeing anything in particular, just staying in guard.
Zorak's gonna pull out his tchotchke and kind of scoop up a little bit of the blood.
Okay,
See what happens.
sure.
And then fall into a frenzy
I
and
don't
just
know.
I love it.
the finest wine. Yeah, at last.
I don't know. Does anything happen?
Nope.
Can Can you check it out closer? Tell if it really is blood, like kind of hold it up. And
Sure. It certainly smells like blood.
Okay.
Does Antoria remember anything about this room from flipping through the fan fiction?
No,
Oh.
nothing in particular. Granted, there's a lot of it.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of fanfiction.
Let's
Read the
see.
parts about Twilight and sparkle vampires.
That's a different city.
Is the knight on like anything like pedestal, or is he just firmly on the
He's
ground?
just firmly standing there.
Marcus will like kick its foot, just like see if anything happens.
To
Did it
the
grunt?
that wasn't the
Yeah,
night. No,
absolutely.
That was the Minotaur.
That was,
right?
oh, the
No,
night.
no, that was the night.
Oh, that was the knight.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you're.
I'll like turn and look.
You're awake. Do you speak what I'm speaking? He's gonna kick it again. Well,
He doesn't attack you necessarily, but he's like
pushing me off.
knocking you away so you stop kicking him.
How may we prove ourselves worthy to pass?
Gestures at one of the altars.
Which ones in
Well,
specific?
Drink
well,
up.
he's
Put your
this
amulet in
way.
your blood.
Yeah, I know.
I guess the billboard.
It's the key to every puzzle.
But he's also sort of generally kind of.
Ah, I see.
Marcus will ask, "Do you wish us to drink?" Think.
Oh, I can't do that.
He's watching us.
Perhaps we are to add to it.
It's a fine idea, though I admit I don't like much the idea of shedding my blood in the gray for a ritual. On the other hand, I don't know what else to try. You've already removed some of it and nothing happened.
I'm willing to try.
Fair
But
enough.
it might not do anything until all of us do it.
True, but I can observe and see if anything changes minutely, perhaps.
Okay.
Alright, while Antoria is watching him carefully, I guess he's gonna...
Marcus will use his bone longsword and just kind of cut the side of his hand.
Okay.
Drip a few drops in there.
Okay.
Did Antoria notice anything at all?
Give me some sort of a
Investigation-y.
a checky kind of.
Sure. 17.
Nothing seems to have changed.
I see. Well, I suppose I will attempt it next. Toria walks back over to this one. Cuts himself a little bit with a dagger and lets a couple of drops go in that bowl.
Okay.
Did he notice anything while he was doing it himself?
Let's see.
It's 2. Toria looks at the remaining 3 people who qualify for this.
Zorak will kind of take his chopstick, kind of scissor it through a little bit harder. It's got a
Yes,
shell.
I know, we could have had Bo do that maybe.
Too late.
Yeah, fair enough.
A little bit of bug blood.
Yep. A little blue that temporarily
Yeah.
discolors things but quickly turns back to red. Other than that. no.
Okay, suppose it's your turn.
You want me to shed blood for a sorcerer king?
You do so all the time.
Damn!
I do so for the
Darkness
sorcerer
shade is come from the
king.
dread realm.
The sorcerer. I do so for the sorcerer king of my choosing.
Well, if you would like to choose to go further in the pyramid, perhaps another choice might be in order.
You know, I know that you say that honor means nothing to you in this place, but I'll have you understand that it's the core of my being. It drives everything that I do.
Bo, would you like to take care of this then, please?
Zorak, this is gonna butt in, but like, remember, this is also so we can help serve your.
Is it?
Is honor not rescuing an innocent?
I don't know.
No! Honor is
As far as
service
I know-
to my king.
Did
And
you?
clambering to the bottom of this damn pyramid has nothing to do with that.
Did Zorak ever hear that your god had told you to like go on this mission or whatever? I
Yeah,
don't-
you were there for that.
it was mentioned.
Okay.
He says it every morning.
Yeah.
Well, your god himself supposedly had told you to go on this mission, didn't he?
Not
Did he?
exactly.
Did he?
Well, here's a goal you might be able to get behind. Do you have a way out of this place right now? I don't.
There is a stairway leading up.
I mean, out of the gray, of
Sorry,
course.
sorry. There is a stairway. Sorry.
We can investigate, or we can wait until we turn into disembodied souls who don't remember anything about where they are or why they came. Choice is yours.
While they're discussing, Marcus will go over and try and
It's bleeding all of them.
a little bit more.
Bo is walking. Having not had any reactions.
Yeah.
Dubious.
Yeah, he's like, well, this is a fucking circus that I've stumbled into.
Maybe he'll leave by the stairs.
Should we all take like a point or two of damage?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright.
Everyone has 10 HP.
An excellent suggestion. Take it in point of inspiration, Bill.
I already have one, so
Fizzle.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was 1/10 to dying last time I cut my shell streaming.
I'll say, fine, but let's be clear about one thing. I had a mission, and my mission was Rajat. It had nothing to do with these.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
Had nothing to do
Sorry.
with these damn pillars. We've been chasing something that has nothing to do with me or my honor, and I don't even know why I've been tagging along for this. Like, I have a purpose, and it's not scrounging around some pyramid cutting myself for a long-dead king. I know that you like to tinker around with magic. I wouldn't expect a witch to understand what I'm going through, but it's not easy, alright?
We're here now.
I'm aware!
What do you propose we do? Leave?
I said I would do it, but I just want to make this clear. You're all acting like I should be honored to be on this damn wild goose chase in a realm of death when I'm supposed to be doing something else on the other side of the goddamn tablelands. I'll storm over to the... I'll take a few extra points of damage.
Take 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he has like a
cheers.
blade on his bracer, and he'll just like squeeze his fist out over it.
Bo, it may also be required for you to...
I'm so sorry, Bo.
And Notoria will send Tanger into the alternate familiar place.
Sure.
Rather than ask him to give a blood gift that
No.
would literally kill him.
Cool.
And Zorak will approach the knight and be like, is this what was required?
The knight sidesteps.
Alright.
Wonderful.
Chompy chomp chomp.
And then he just takes out like a giant sword.
Yeah. As we walk
Like some dynamite and chucks it down the stairs.
Was required is that you die.
So, you emerge in another
Is it just
chamber.
this?
It is,
Okay.
yes. Chamber. Yet another very, very large obsidian altar. This one with a pair of burning braziers, but it seems as dark as the netherworld that you left outside. There are a pair of larger pots to either side that appear to be maybe were planters at some point that had some sort of a foliage, whether it was decorative or maybe even like a greenhouse or something like that that has long since turned simply to dead roots and ash. There are bloodstains everywhere all over the floor, as well as tatters of clothes. It appears that whatever happened here, it was a slaughter.
Perhaps this is where the family was used for the ritual.
A few drops of blood is one thing. I'm not quite as willing to imitate the scene I see before us here.
Bo. Okay. Marcus will investigate the planters further. Is there like dirt in them, or just like ash and root, like you said?
It seems mostly like dust and ash at this point, however.
Marcus coughs.
One of the roots wraps itself around your wrist.
I attack
Can I
it.
strength check to
Sure.
combat it?
Yeah.
Notoria steps away from the one he was approaching. That happens.
26.
You manage to snap it off. It seems to slither a little uselessly like
Right. Throw it to the ground.
a lizard tail.
Yeah, and I'll like step forward like we're about to fight this damn thing.
The other roots sort of shudder a little bit and pull back. Don't disappear.
Yeah.
Pull back a little bit.
Nature check to identify what those are.
Sure.
Alright.
Roots.
Probably all I'm gonna get on a 14.
It seems to be some kind of a vine if you're not familiar with any sort of plant that behaves this way.
Yeah, I get a 7.
Interesting. And the braziers are still lit?
Yep. Much as the ones that you saw earlier.
Can I do medicine to tell how old the blood is? I'm pretty sure it's pretty old, but
Sure.
it's worth checking. 25.
25, your incredible crime scene analysis.
Yeah!
CSI at this edition.
This blood seems like it might be 700 years old.
I keep going the same thing on this one, though.
No, it appears to be relatively fresh, although, everything else around you seems positively ancient. Like
What?
it's not wet,
Right.
but it's not either like dried up.
This blood appears newer than somewhat fresh, but not quite like recent, but more fresh than it should be for such an ancient place.
I'm gonna head over to one of the burning pyre things. Do they seem unusual in any way, just at a quick glance?
I mean,
Other than the fact that
they seem like your standard issue magical fireplace.
right. Okay. Yeah. I'll
It doesn't try to grab you.
I'll light a torch on it and pitch it into the vines.
Zor's
It immediately erupts into smoke, which begins to fill the room.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
The windows! What are you doing?
Zorg approaches the altar while you're doing what you're doing.
So, wait, what erupted in the smoke? The brazier?
If I just burn the vines.
The vines near.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Perception to see if I can find anything around the altar.
Sure.
26.
You find a ritual dagger
Um,
stained with blood.
Stab yourself.
there's a dagger here.
How urgent is this smoke filling?
Looks like it was used for
I
rituals.
mean, it's an enclosed place.
Yeah.
Well, they're started going
It's
up.
hard to breathe.
Yeah. Is there any visible way out of this room?
There's a staircase leading up.
Okay.
We can light the other vines and let the smoke clear out while they burn.
Well, perhaps the altar.
The night upstairs seems to be catching the wind.
Maybe the altar could be moved. I don't see any other way out.
Yes, but there's only a piece of heart under there.
Marcus snags it.
Are the roots smoldering or just smoking
No,
now?
I mean they're burning.
Yeah,
It's
they're on
literally
fire.
on fire.
Yeah.
They're screaming. The other plant here, the roots are actually like reaching down and trying very slowly to like
Get out.
to scooch themselves over towards the corner so they're further away from it. They're not having an easy time with it though. The smoke continues to fill the room. Everyone give me a con save.
Oh boy.
You're all under grace, Manu. You're welcome.
26.
Oh god.
I rolled a 2.
I know rolled a natural one.
Natural
Yes.
one! Okay, what do you got?
Even though that's a 13.
I got a 21.
21. Marcus and Zorak, you erupt into a fit of coughing.
Marcus is gonna retreat back upstairs.
Okay.
It's too much.
Starts
Oh,
running through the
oh,
stairs.
To the back of the night.
We cut ourselves earlier. Could you move, please? I heard you having problems with smoke too.
He doesn't move.
It's kind of
Excuse
down
me.
on the ground.
How much
to get out of
water
the
does it
smoke.
feel like it would take to put out this particular fire?
How much?
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah. You're carrying a fair bit, I'm sure.
Are you?
With us?
Wine.
Or it mixes me.
Yeah, wine's not gonna do it.
We usually carry
Spit at it a
wine.
lot.
I mean, it's literally a 10 by 10 bonfire at this point.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
How heavy is
We're
it?
gonna
So the
die here.
planter, is it like
Full
a
white.
rounded bottom, or is it like on a pedestal? What's the bottom like?
It's rounded.
So it could be flipped over.
It's very big.
Oh.
Maybe Marcus and Mo working together.
I'm incapacitated.
That two
Are
people
we,
were
are we
killed.
still choking? Even here
Yes,
then?
no, absolutely.
It's
Alright.
very smoky.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to cast a spell. I am
Does it
going to
require
cast.
Divine Guardian.
I'm going to cast Tidal Wave
Oh.
at the bonfire.
Give me a con save to see if you can get that off.
Okay.
You're under grace of Manu.
Oh, wait. Let's take a quick. Is tidal wave from?
It's in the new. It's in the
What
element.
components does it use?
Almost certainly SV.
Don't have it written down.
God.
Like 98% of spells are SV.
I wrote down. I wrote down the ones that were major cost events.
So, given that it's probably got a verbal component, and you're going to give me a con save.
Okay. I
If
rolled.
you fail it, you won't waste the spell slot. You just can't.
I rolled a 21 this time.
That's good. You managed to sputter it out.
Okay. Tidal Wave. What it does is. Shit, that's huge.
It already put out the fire. What else is it doing?
Yeah! I hope we drown instead. Yes!
Okay, never mind. It's 30 by 20, so actually I can do it just here moving
Okay.
forward. Or 30 by 10. The fire gets a dex save. And otherwise, it does a bunch of bludgeoning and water damage.
Okay.
If it saves, it takes half damage. Otherwise, it's prone.
Crying out loud.
Yes.
All right.
The room fills with steam.
Better than smoke.
Is it? How much holding alive?
I'll be waving it away with my shield.
Well, now that we aren't being chased out of the room anymore, Tori will have a history check look at the ritual dagger.
Sure.
That is a 15.
Get away from the
Seems
unpleasant steam.
like a well-made dagger. It has a metal blade, but above and beyond that, you know, like.
I'm gonna go to where all the roots got destroyed and
Sure.
just search around there. I got
Okay.
23 for perception, if that matters.
Okay. You got that.
Okay, I'll sort of.
I don't know if it's magical or not, but I suppose I can take a look at it that way. Unless there's something else to look at here. It's the only avenue of investigation left. Toriel will start identify on the ritual dagger.
Okay.
10 minutes pass?
No. After about 5 minutes, you guys hear a strange
Knight like
noise.
looks down there. What are you guys doing?
What noise?
There appears to be some sort of an unholy whispering coming from the walls.
I don't think I'm
All
going
the
to.
walls?
Yes.
Don't think I'm going to get to finish this. We might want to come up with a different course of action.
I'm gonna
Can you
use.
do that while you're prepping a ritual?
Well, you're interrupted, right?
You can bail, I guess, on it.
If you do bail.
I don't know if you can talk or not during a ritual. We've kind of never.
I'm sure it says.
I'll touch my amulet and just brush my hand over my eyes and use divine sense, just see if there's any undead.
Well, I'll bail
lurking
anyway.
There
around the
definitely
walls.
seem to be some undead.
Not gonna
What
finish.
can I pick up?
So it seems like the new Londo ones, where they're sort of hiding inside of the walls.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet. Thanks to the spoilers.
So,
You can
Definitely
take one.
Yeah, definitely one. How?
It's the dust kraken.
I'm very strong.
That is true.
is the
Yeah.
whispering any coherent
handsome.
language?
I'm sorry.
Is the whispering any coherent language?
Not that you can tell. No.
If only you had.
It's just.
Brendan's got
So
some true
so
grit.
I'll say I'll sort of take a step back towards the middle of the room and say they're in the walls, ghosts or something.
Yeah, they seem to be getting impatient. We need to figure out what this is about and quickly.
And I'll ready my weapon.
Well, if it just wants a sacrifice, he hands the dagger to Marcus. Cut some of those
Kill
roots.
yourself.
Cut some of those roots and put them on the altar. The ones that weren't burned already. I mean.
Oh god, they're like no.
Or he's gonna
It's been a
try
bad
and
day.
dig for some and slash out a couple of roots.
They flail and try to grasp a hold of your limbs, but fail.
Okay.
You manage to snag some
Some
tendrils.
roots. Alright, and then they'll place it on the altar. Stop that!
A lot of
Chop them
rolling
a
around.
bit more and put them back.
Alright. Marcus will you do a cooking
Oh,
check.
finally! I've got the mini game.
Natural
Yes.
20 on the
Oh
cooking
my
check.
god!
You make a full course meal.
Finally,
Yeah.
Marcus's true destiny
Yeah.
has been revealed. Oh, you're pretty handy at that.
Sous Chef Marcus.
Nothing happens.
They are cut up and immobile, though.
Oh, totally.
Looks at the altar a little bit. It's a fairly small quantity on the altar now, right? I mean, relative to how many were burned earlier.
Yeah.
So burning them probably isn't going to smoke us out of the room.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm on board with that.
I don't think the roots have anything to do with this. I think
Does
they're just
Kanju live a
byproduct.
corpse?
Oh!
In the past, he seems to explode when damaged.
When hit with shatter.
Yeah.
Everything explodes. It's like Goldeneye.
Well, the previous room required blood. Perhaps this altar also requires more blood with this dagger.
Seems to want a lot more than the last room, judging by what's here.
It's hard to
Spirit
tell. We haven't
emerges
tried
from the
yet.
wall next to Zorak.
Of course it does. Yo, what up?
I attack it.
You should communicate with it.
Is it Is it doing
It's
anything?
reaching for your shoulder.
I'm not gonna die.
Would a 15 hit your AC?
No.
Okay. You're. And
I forget. Does
Yeah,
fifth
it's
have
just double.
touch?
I'm sorry?
Does fifth have touch stuff? Touch AC?
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
Okay.
They got rid of that
Sorry.
nonsense. that
Just
nonsense
double
long
checking.
ago.
No, it does not.
Unless anyone else is doing anything, I'll charge over and attack it.
Okay. Why doesn't everyone give me an initiative roll? Well, I mean, Kate can go first.
Yay.
I'm gonna say hi.
Oh, another natural 20.
Wow.
I like it. Oh.
You're inspired by your cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Kate, you can go now, and then you can
Yeah.
initiative.
Okay, got it.
If only we had some terrible thing to drink
9.
when you got 20s.
Oh, no, 9's my initiative.
Okay, what are you doing in surprise round?
I will double attack. That is a 16 and a 16. So probably a
will
double. Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
Damage type matter?
Matter?
It does matter.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, I figured. That's 7, 23 physical damage, and then 15 radiant.
Okay. The radiant seems to prick it, but only that. Okay, Marcus got lots.
Yeah, he got
Oh
natural
yeah,
20.
22.
22, you got a 9. Victoria?
16.
16, Zorak.
9.
Who's faster?
Dex. I have a dex of 3. Plus 3.
Cade?
What's your?
Not. Oh, my modifier is 0.
Alright. That's what I like to hear.
Oh.
Marcus, you're first.
Is there any water on the ground?
No, it all turned to steam.
Yeah. The
Alright.
water from Zorak's spell stuff.
Marcus is gonna investigate like the bottom of this altar.
Okay.
Being pretty. I don't know. He thinks he's pretty useless in this fight. It was investigation 17.
17. You find more blood. That's it. Victoria?
Marcus, hand me the knife. That's his turn.
Okay. Bo draws his glaive and will close with the wraith and make an attack. And misses.
Thanks, Bo.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good to have you on board.
So that one will once again lunge for Zorak.
I will give it disadvantage on its oh, well, doesn't matter.
Miss.
He's trying.
Oh. Hello. Hello.
Ghastly.
Yeah. One goes for Antoria
Alright.
and seems to flumble a little bit. Flumble.
He hadn't had to do this in like centuries.
It's true.
All that fumbling.
God. Does an 11 hit you?
Jesus
No.
fucking Christ.
Great.
I don't think 11 would hit
last
Marcus.
time we go for Bo, and of course that one will hit.
Thanks, Bo.
Good gravy.
Oh, Bo.
He's like the opposite of Bo from Breath of Fire, who's
Yeah,
always the
he's-
best character in the game.
I love it. I love to die.
I guess that makes sense. If he's Dark Sun Bo, then he's inverted, so he's super bad and covered in scales.
Get out of my house. Great. Zorak.
I am debating. I'm going to use Turn Undead.
Okay.
That seems reasonable.
They get a Wisdom save, DC 17.
All of them?
Yeah. Each and every. Well, everything within 30 feet. Sorry, that's a good
That's
point.
everything.
Is that,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you got everything.
They're under grace of
If they're
Mother.
undead.
Okay.
Just saying.
What happens if all of them fail?
They are turned, they must run away, they get no reactions, and they can only move. You know, I don't miss the duration on here. Sorry.
And if they're X
your
level, they
characters.
get this.
I know. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, that's what happens for now.
Okay.
I can figure out the duration
So
here.
most of them were like, and now they're like,
They're all very afraid.
and in fact, all of them disappeared back to the walls.
I'll take my reaction to
I've only bought us some time.
opportunity of attack.
We need to figure out how to get through this
How long does it
quickly.
last?
That's what I'm looking for. So
Wait.
I'm just saying that in character while I'm also looking.
Zorak in character doesn't know how to build this.
Have an opportunity to attack the one that we were just fighting as it disappears.
There you go.
For 18.
Oh.
I don't know if it matters.
Hey, what challenge level are they?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay, sorry. If they're second challenge level, if they're CR2 or lower, they're instantly destroyed. Actually.
Okay.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Thank you.
So that
I'm gonna write that
is
down.
Well, thank you.
12 physical, 8 radiant
Okay.
as they disappeared.
Thank you.
And I'll like rear back again as it disappears into the.
All right.
All right. All 4 of them vanish to the wall.
Okay. 1
Toria
minute.
still has his hand out for the dagger.
Okay. It's actually your turn.
We're still in combat. Okay.
I will. I'm gonna prep an action. If that guy shows its head, I hit it.
Hand over the dagger.
Antoria.
Toria has a very frowny look on his face as he's doing something very chaotic for once. He reaches into the bag of beasts, pulls something out, and plops it down on the altar with the dagger ready to kill it.
Bag of beasts.
Yes.
Have you ever swung a
Wow.
dagger before?
Let's review how the bag of beasts works.
When did we get a bag of beasts?
This
We
was
got
a
it
while ago.
From that place we raided for the bug guy, I believe.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh.
And Toria kept it because it's fun to polymorph them into dinosaurs instead of having to polymorph himself into a dinosaur. That didn't come up yet.
They come in friendly.
Yeah, they come in friendly and forced to obey your orders, such as let me kill you in the quickest way possible.
I still think you should throw them
It's just
over
like those
guys and
prisoners
turn them into
from
the
the beginning
turtle.
of the
So that
campaign.
it
All
lands
right.
on
Give me a D6 roll.
Okay.
It's a T-Rex, like.
6.
He does that like scarf
Now give
trick.
me a D8 roll.
The scarf trick where he keeps pulling. It's coming out.
1.
Okay.
Pull out Marvin.
You pull out a tembo.
Rather large
a cat.
cat.
It is quite like a cat, yes.
This is horrible.
Haven't seen a tembo since you attacked Slither.
Yeah, I
think.
remember. Toria actually looks like he might enjoy this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the cat did claw you pretty good, if I recall.
He was actually one of the few times I was knocked unconscious. And Toria gives it the command, roll over and allow me to kill you in the quickest way possible.
Let's review how the bag of beasts.
Lich. Doesn't seem like a lichy thing to do.
Seems like I don't want to die to undead hordes thing to do.
Oh, I did write that part down. Kill CR2.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that.
Just be lucky we don't find a bag of Antoria.
God.
Toria.
Stop it.
No, thank you.
Oh, why didn't I just read the whole thing? Oh, it was right there.
The army of Entorias marches on Hamanu.
This is no good.
It's great.
It's not good.
One of us is going to roll a 20 on every counterspell check. We'll be fine.
Creature is friendly to you and your companions and acts on your turn. You
spells to
can
destroy
use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on your turn, or to give her general orders such as to attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature.
Well, definitely given
Rolls on
the
its back and exposes its belly.
Aww.
Marcus is right there.
Yeah,
right on the altar.
Marcus goes over and cooks it.
Oh yeah, Zorak's, you know,
Okay.
a little hungry.
Blood and viscera bursts out across the altar.
Anything else?
Nothing yet.
Oh boy.
Well,
Bo holds his ground. Zorak.
I'm gonna hold my ground. Hopefully something happens.
Okay. Cade.
Still holding action, ready to attack if they expose themselves.
Sure. Marcus.
I'm gonna move closer to a brazier over here.
Okay. Antoria, the thing is writhing in its death throes.
It's not dead yet.
It's been gutted, but it's certainly not dead.
Tries to finish, accelerate the proceedings a little bit.
Okay. You jab the thing in its throat and manage to finally put it out of its misery.
Alright.
There's a deep hum as the altar sort of sets down a little bit, and two passages open on either side of the room. behind where the stairs are.
Alright, we're gonna have to ask after this one how we were supposed to get through this room without that.
Well, we did have a Minotaur with us.
Or maybe the ghosts keep it open as well.
Tori looks at the passages. But which one do we take?
You say there's 2 passages like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2. Here.
Do we split up or take the same one?
No, we'll take the
Oh, you
same
should totally
one.
split up.
We'll take the same one.
It's worked well for Zammy.
I'll say it hardly matters. Let's just pick one and go.
Agreed.
And I'll head towards this one.
Okay.
Alright.
And Toria will follow along. I'm keeping the dagger around, by the way.
Oh, sure. You
In case any other animals need murdering.
Of course.
These guys around, they may become necessary still.
The part.
So there's not a door on the other end of the hallway. It opens up into a dark room filled with urns. Whoops.
I will head over with clear intention just to smash an urn.
Okay.
Unless anybody's
What are you doing?
It's like, I'm finding out what's going on around here.
You could just open one, maybe. They have lids, probably.
That's true.
I would also mention the last wanton act of destruction nearly smoked us out of the room.
We were fine.
Marcus try and squeeze his way into the room and bash him with his hilt.
I turn away for one moment. Now I feel like Trebekon.
Hundreds of dark scarabs pour out of
Oh, gross!
around your feet as they escape from the rest.
Zerg's like, my people!
I was hoping they were gonna climb up your body and burn under your skin.
Wonderful.
Was there anything else amongst the remains of the scarabs? No. Well,
A wonderful place this is. Maybe we should check.
I like it.
Maybe we
Maybe
should
the
check
other room?
the other room. Yes. From
Marcus will
Multiple
smash
urns.
another
Sorry.
urn.
Multiple urns.
There's like dozens.
Alright, I
Varying
guess.
sizes.
Are you guys gonna keep smashing them or
Well,
are you gonna
Marcus
follow
is
us?
Gonna see what happens when he smashes.
Yeah, I'm not leaving if he's
Or
still.
scarabs.
That's really enough, maybe, right? Unless there's some reason to smash them.
Bo raises up his glaive and smashes one.
Marcus like kicks one into the side and tries to smash it that way. He's having a good time with it.
The scarabs havoc physics bounce off the walls.
Now that
Oh
it,
god, the frame rate!
yeah, now that it's clearly become like,
Two agents in this room.
now that it's become like a recreational thing, Cade clearly has no interest in it at all. Like, now he's done.
Yeah, Zorak's also moving towards the other room.
Marcus Bo pats you on the shoulder.
Lovely. We'll wait for the others at these doors. I don't want to go in alone.
Bo takes a step and does a somersault.
Oh my god.
He's covered in scarabs.
I hope like later on, like the bottom of the pillar is just like a giant scarab beast
I
made
know,
of all these
I
scarabs.
know.
Assuming there's enough of them left, Marcus is gonna take his warhammer and like prep a spin
Whirlwind
and
attack.
do like a whirlwind thing and just a whole quarter. Nothing?
I mean, there's tons of scarabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
There's lots of like, ancient relics shattered around the room.
Alright. Marcus
You could do a search of the room.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out while they're smashing shit.
Oh, that wasn't even a number.
Q.
12.
24.
Investigation.
12. You don't find anything.
Alright.
24.
24.
Yes.
Good gravy. You don't find anything.
Good.
Alright, Marcus will.
Like, this is a waste of time.
Zorak
took
and,
like
Zorak and Tori are already
15
heading to the other
seconds.
I know. It's,
All right.
Well, Antoria was waiting for
Kane's just a
everyone
piece of
else. You can
shit.
go in alone
I'm
if you
going
want.
in.
All right.
I know those ghosts are coming back, so
Yeah.
I'm not taking
Just
my
turn
time.
undead them again. Problem solved.
Can't do that a whole lot.
And here we go. I assume this way.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll yell out stairs.
well, let's go already.
Let's move it.
No, this room's no fun.
Take a step in, and what's in the room? Just stairs.
Just looks like stairs.
And then I'll approach the stairs.
Trump, 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 trump. Remove level.
No. Zorak steps on the stair. The stair
No!
Wait, what?
vaults him up, and he hits the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
You take 10 points of damage.
Excellent.
I suppose there were bound to be a trap on.
Stairs.
Is there anything under where the stairs were? Well, I guess.
No, the stair descends back down.
Okay.
Give me a deck save.
You're under grace.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're under grace of Himani.
What's that?
You're under grace of
Let's
plus
do
two.
Okay. 22.
22, okay. You fall back to the ground, but manage to skitter away back from the steps.
Okay. You're gonna have me just like.
I was thinking about it.
Charming.
Until the next character.
I'm
It's,
sick of Zorak.
Third time's the charm. It appears trapped.
Perhaps I should take a look. Antoria will move up, not touching the stairs, of course, and investigate check on the steps that are in range
Sure.
of that. 23.
23. The front step is trapped.
Just the front one?
It seems like just the front one. But you can't make a very detailed inspection of the rest of the stairs from where you are.
Hand me your war pick for a moment, if you would, please.
No. I would not.
Of course not.
Zorak will take his Githka and kind of like poke some of the other steps. Be ready to like withdraw his Githka.
Okay.
It's got reach, so.
Sure. Nothing happens.
Yeah, for a moment.
Bo taps you on
Yes.
the shoulder.
He hands it
Gives
to
you an
him.
urn.
How heavy is the urn full of...
Who's to say it's full of bugs?
It might not be.
It's like 5 or 6 pounds.
Perfect.
A bug.
Antoria will mage hand and use mage hand to set it on each stair other than the first in sequence and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Alright, and he'll mage hand it back towards Bo. Have your urn back. Thank you. Just avoid the first stair and you should be fine.
Marcus hops over the first thing.
Okay.
So does Zorak.
I will do likewise.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Does Bo follow? Same way?
Yes.
Okay, after everyone else, Antoria will go up, also avoiding the first stair.
Okay.
I want to make sure no miscreant stepped on it while he was on it.
Okay.
Alright. Cool. What about the ghosts?
They
What
may,
about the
they
ghosts?
may come back.
I'll leave them on
Who knows?
hand.
Oh god, I'm running out of.
The stair turns and twists and winds down.
Say what? Sorry?
It has a couple of turns in it.
Oh, there's a thing here.
Yes.
Yes.
You discover a marble statue of what looks like a dragon sitting in a lotus position. Sitting in his lap is a very large basin.
Fill it up with blood.
It is not filled with blood.
No, you have to now. String.
It's totally not.
History check or Legends book memory check?
We'll do a religion check.
23.
I'm terrible at those. So.
Stir any particular memory or recollection.
It's,
Marcus
it's
wants
a
to look-
dragon,
Look
but
at these doors.
Can I do perception to see if there's anything else here?
Sure.
A natural 20.
Natural 20. So,
29.
So there's actually a large mirror set on the wall to your left. It seems to have sort of an ornate frame surrounding it. It seems to have sort of a relief, like the kind of thing where it's got kind of a scene decorated in the paneling. There's a double set of doors on the other side of the right. Excuse me. Got directions.
That's what Marcus is looking at.
Starboard.
Anything particular with the doors, or
The doors are ornate, but don't appear to be particularly odd.
There's a
They have
reflection
a pair
here.
of handles, which is special for doors in this area.
yes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll up into a morph ball and hop into this.
You get super attack.
Does
the bas relief have anything?
is there anything weird in the reflection?
Give me an
That's
investigation check.
Okay. This guy's pretty good today. No, it's not. I lied. 18 actually. It's not bad.
There's nothing odd, although oddly, looking at yourself in the mirror, you feel a little bit more like confident. Like, you know, for being in a dread realm of nightmarish horrors, you're looking pretty good. Seems like, you know what? You've probably got a pretty good handle on this. You're gonna be fine.
Does you?
I think everything's gonna be all right.
But oddly enough, everyone else seems kind of weird. Kind of like, man, they are slacking. They are they seem a little bit more emaciated than you really remember. Like, geez, these guys have really not done a good job keeping up. Like, they've been skipping leg day, they've been skipping arm day, they've been skipping
Never
horn
do
day.
that.
They haven't been praying. Things like they literally look. It's almost like
Bad self-care.
in Dark Souls when
Yeah.
you're starting to hollow.
Oh,
They
yeah.
actually look kind of like that.
Alright, guys, come on. Let's pick up the slack here.
Excuse me?
Toria will look at the bas-relief carvings around the mirror that were
Sure.
mentioned.
What are you talking about?
It appears to
guys are-
depict a wizard of some kind visiting the elemental planes.
Yeah, so I'll like I'll like step close. Like, what are you
Why would
talking
you do
about?
that?
We're in a hurry here. No one else seems to be getting anything else done.
What are you doing?
I've been helping.
All four
Have
of
you?
them? The 4 known ones? Or
And Toria solved all
not
that.
the 8 that are in
I put the
Ethos?
smoke out in
or-
that room.
Just
Oh,
Someone else
well,
was.
just excellent.
Okay.
Those are the quasi-elemental planes.
True point.
Marcus will investigate these doors
Sure.
for traps, which he never does. So he rolled a 3.
Good.
They don't appear to be trapped.
Alright. He'll try to open.
They swing open with ease.
4 elements, a wizard visiting them. I wonder.
I'll storm away from Zorak to go join Marcus at the door.
Toria looks at the dragon thing. Oh, you got a thing to do, sorry.
No, I mean, you
Oh.
can look at things.
Alright, and Toria looks at the bowl of the dragon. Do we have some water on us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, and Toria will put a few drops of water in the bowl at the base of the dragon.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. Toria, does he have like any dirt or mud somewhere on him? I mean, we're always making
You
fun
had
of
a
him.
rock, you threw it away. So wasteful.
You have a bag full of blood.
Well, it's not blood I'm interested in, specifically dirt.
I don't think you have dirt necessarily.
Like even on the bottom of boots or something? Just something, like a wedged in, caked in piece, something?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably scrounge like a little, like half teaspoon or something like that.
Toria shrugs, he pitches that in the bowl.
Okay.
Uh,
It's dirtier.
Using his fire starting kit, he will light some small piece of cloth on fire
Okay.
with some difficulty
Okay, you're on fire.
and put that in the bowl.
Okay.
And then he blows into the bowl.
Okay.
And Toria, what are you doing?
Just a guess. Oh well.
I love the fiddle.
Clearly, you didn't blow hard enough. That was the trick.
Wait. That's not. Is that a sex joke?
Not necessarily.
It's a Zorak.
It is a Zorak joke. Which means it's not a joke.
Alright.
Okay. The double door leads to a hallway with another identical set of double doors at the end.
Exciting.
Marcus is gonna pay particular attention to the floor tiles
Okay.
in case there are any pressure plates.
A wise idea.
15.
You don't find any pressure points.
Marcus will cartwheel across in anxiety.
I follow.
Mine were better.
That, yeah. Yeah. A way that makes it fit in the pyramid.
Yeah,
This room appears to be a treasure.
bye.
It is filled with mounds of gold.
We've seen this before.
I'll hold a hand in front of Marcus.
Hey! What are you assuming?
Nothing, just don't go crazy.
You're just jealous of my cartwheels.
They were fine. I'll step into the room. Look around with perception.
Sure.
10.
It's wealth unlike any you've seen in a long time.
I'm gonna just start working my way through the room.
Polo.
Damn it, Polo.
Marcus will fall.
Ah,
Polo cast Stinking Cloud.
Well, it's
Or Cloud
for
Kill.
the rest of the session, I guess.
Cloud Kill. Ugh. Tempting as it might be, I don't want gold enough to take it from the gray.
Marcus will look for anything particularly different in
Sure.
the piles of gold. 7. Well, yeah. Oh, perception 20.
20. You spot what looks to be a ornate bracer of some kind.
Marcus is excited, but he'll bring it up.
Okay.
That looks interesting.
Nothing truly worth having would be this out in the open.
This isn't out in the open. This is in the middle of a guarded pyramid.
And I suspect this whole room is one of the guards. Let me put it this way. If I thought the most valuable spellbook ever were sitting in that pile, I would still walk away from it, even if I had to tell Cade to knock me out and drag me away from
Give me
it.
a perception check, Victoria.
The most valuable.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
You literally spot an incredibly good-looking spellbook out of the corner of your eye, to say so.
And Toria rolls his eyes and points, "Oh, look! It's an incredibly ornate spellbook."
Shall I knock you out?
Well, hold
No,
on.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Well, you know tricks before that we've seen you use to lift things without us being in the same location.
I'm gonna open this
No.
door.
We can go into the other room and then perhaps try and see if those things are truly worth anything.
We've already seen that the fellow in charge of traps around here circumvents my usual methods. I was nearly taken by the traps on that ridiculous book. I'll not risk it over such an obvious one. Let's move on.
Marcus will resist the bracer.
I promise
What
you,
about the
it's
spell?
it's nothing good.
You can read now.
You can read letters.
You can read a couple of letters.
He's only got like the half of the Albed dictionary, so he's only got like.
Alright, I'm opening the next door while they're debating. So.
Okay.
Trump, trump, trump.
Another load in all of it.
Oh, good. Like, that was a long load sequence, guys. Be careful. Anything could be behind
As
this
you
next
approach
one.
the next door, you feel a preternatural heat coming from the other side.
I'm gonna, like,
It's hot.
Open the door.
Marcus will have his tower shield ready.
Sure.
don't copy me.
You don't have a tower shield.
I
On the
have-
other side is a
Ooh.
walkway with a moat of lava on either side.
Yeah, I
I'll look-
don't like the look of this.
I'll look back at Antoria and be like, well, here are your elements.
Gold.
Gold?
Well, fire at least, and earth if you want to be technical about it.
Which you usually do.
Perhaps we need to place each of these in the basin?
Well, grab a handful of lava, Zorak.
Theoretically, I could move some with Mage Hand, but I'm not keen on the idea of carrying it all the way back there even that way, and it would probably just destroy the poor statue.
Out of curiosity, does Zorak still feel like everyone's kind of like shitty today and he's just kind of awesome still?
I don't know that you feel that way, just look that way in the mirror.
Okay, just look that way in the mirror,
I
alright.
mean, you can feel however you want to feel.
Alright. I feel hot right
It's your life. It does feel pretty hot.
Is there anything notable from the entrance of the room besides just lava and pathway?
Not that you can see.
Does the walkway look any different?
Yep, it seems like it's the exact same material you guys have been walking on this floor.
Well, let's go.
Oh, wait.
Do you have
Let
any
me
protection
I'm gonna
against
do
heat?
heat a little, but lava is a different matter entirely.
I'm gonna check the floor
Same.
tiles.
And Toria will also
Perception,
check
cool.
floor tiles.
17.
Natural 1, nope.
You appear to be in a pyramid of some kind. What'd you get?
17.
17. The floor tiles seem perfectly sturdy.
Alright, I'm gonna head on.
Okay. As you, maybe on the second there.
At last, freedom from this terrible existence.
So I'm representing these with slimes, but they're really more like statues. You remember in that game that Tiger Crush hasn't played, in Lost Izalith, there's those squat little statues.
Oh, the little guys.
Imagine those, but made of like brass. They emerge literally like up from the lava. And the one on the right, on my right, opens this big hinged mouth and snaps at Cade.
Sweet.
How was I expected?
Does a 9 hit you?
Yes, I'm grappled and pulled into the lava.
Well,
No.
great.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. The other one will move on to the walkway next to you, but does not attack.
Bump.
Okay.
Initiative rolls.
Yeah, why don't we initiative roll? As you do.
Oh, cocked.
17.
17. Please, everyone roll such that I don't have to do anything.
4.
So sorry.
Did you get 5?
I tried to roll real bad, but
What did you
I
get?
got 5, yeah.
That's still really bad.
No, I know, but then
Zorak.
Antoria was worse.
14.
14. I also did poorly. Oh, goddamn. That's some good stuff. Alright, that one's gonna try and... Yeah. That one's gonna go for Kate again. Does 21.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a dex save.
You're in your grace, Marcus.
Yeah, that's 18.
It means you're well fed. 18. Okay, you take 8 points of damage and manage to avoid.
Is that half damage for
It
the
is
save?
not.
Okay.
See, like it closes on your arm, but you manage to wrench free
Got
of
it.
the thing before it like gobbles you up.
Got it,
As you
got
can tell that it's trying to do with vacuum-like force.
Right.
The other one is it next to Marcus?
It
Yeah.
indeed.
Will
Yeah.
also try to do that. Does 17 hit you? Well, then it doesn't do that.
I have a 24 AC right now.
Thank you. Yeah, that's with your tower shield.
Yes.
What is it without the tower shield?
21.
Tonka.
And it's your turn, Marcus.
Alright. I'll give a swing at it with my bone longsword.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
15 will hit.
Okay. So that's the first attack. Second attack will definitely hit. And third attack will also hit.
Okay.
So the damage is 31
31.
Dow gang.
slashing damage, presumably, on
Yes.
that bronze statue.
Yes, so it seems to dull some of the damage that you've dealt to it, but it still rings out in pain regardless.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, he'll just stay where he is.
Okay. Zorak.
Alright, I am going to cast Sacred Flame on the one that's been hit then.
Okay.
This is a dex save, DC 17.
Okay.
Does it pass or not?
Does not.
Okay, then it takes damage.
How much and of what kind?
Radiant damage. 12 radiant damage.
It seems to shrug off some of the blazing lights. Or aquatic lights.
Yeah, aqua lights.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
Cool. Cade.
I will double attack on the one that Marcus already hurt.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
It does indeed.
And I assume that a 39 or 29 hits.
Great Google.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
Okay. That's so 21 physical damage, and then the dulled radiant damage is 19.
Okay. As before, it doesn't seem to be quite as facetious as it should be. Antoria.
Toria will back up a couple of steps, pull out his crossbow, and shoot at the one that everyone's been beating up on.
Okay.
And completely cocked, sorry. Does a 13 hit.
13 is not.
Alright, that's it.
Is there room for Bo to wade in? That's the lava.
Yeah, he could move to here.
Or
Right up
he
next
could,
to
there's
Marcus.
also a spare spot between
Okay.
the two, so he could do
Move
either.
up there, and we'll swing at the undamaged one, and we'll miss.
Thank God
Yeah.
for Bo.
Well,
I would.
Maybe he'll get grabbed instead of us.
We should have killed him.
their turn again. One will go for Cade. That does a 27 hit you?
27 does hit.
Okay. Marcus does a 19 hit. No, it doesn't. You established this. Give me a dex save.
That is 12.
12.
12.
You are engulfed.
Perfect. Oh,
Like Kirby. Like literally, like "Ah!" and it shuts its mouth.
Goodbye.
You take 19 points of damage.
is that magic damage?
It is not magic damage. Marcus.
I'd like to do my best to try and damage the one that particularly grabbed Cade in an attempt
Okay.
to free him.
Sure.
Make it
Yeah.
spit up Cade.
How are you doing that? You're just gonna hit it.
Rollins.
Pat it on the back real
Suppose
quick.
I'll try and jam my sword into this any visible slot of
Okay.
a mouth
Sure.
that it has?
Yeah,
And like wedge it open?
you can do that. You'll have disadvantage.
Okay. 16.
16. You're not able to pierce the slit.
Okay. Does that count as my whole action?
That counts as your attack action. You can still move forward.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you're doing that instead of making an attack.
Instead of making 3 attacks?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll do that and then we'll move.
I mean, because you're trying to do something very
Yes.
precise.
Yeah.
You can't be like, eh.
You're not R1 spamming.
Alright, I'm not R1 spam. Yeah, I'll just move back. Do these have reach?
Not that you can see.
Then I suppose I moved.
Oh yeah,
out
they're
of-
normal-sized creatures. I just happen to use slimes.
Okay, well, I moved out of his range.
It does not do anything.
Okay.
Zorak.
How beat up does this one look?
I mean, it's dented.
Dented?
Yeah.
No hurry,
It
guys.
hasn't model swapped.
Don't worry
so it's
about it.
damaged.
Okay, it's not like cracked or
No,
anything
it's
like
just got
that.
some decals on it.
And this one's got Cade in it right now.
Yeah. I mean,
I
hypothetically.
mean, that was minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember.
That was forever ago. Guess I'll break out my tchotchke
Okay.
and throw it at this one twice.
Got it.
A natural 20.
Natural 20.
And we already established a 15 or higher hit, so
Yes.
both are hits. We'll confirm that one. That one confirms.
And-
Do you even need to confirm, Chris, or is it?
No.
No.
Okay.
And crits double all die associated with an attack, by the
Gotcha.
way.
Sorry, I'm so out of the.
That
out of the
spells
loop.
are sweet.
Yeah.
With this character.
I don't normally roll crits. It's not a thing that happens.
See, I think
So-
I've critted once in this entire game.
It's unfortunate.
And that was the auto crit that I got on the mall.
And I
Oh,
will
right.
also use Divine Strike, even though it doesn't do a whole lot.
Well, that will also double since it's part of the attack. That's what I was hinting at.
Okay, I didn't
Dear
know
God.
Well, it's like sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's
Which
extra
one is
dice.
this against?
The one with
This
K.
one with Kate, actually,
Okay,
since it's
the
biting.
undamaged one.
Yeah. Because it's biting right now.
They'll swallow me, but yeah. I'm gonna light a fire inside this enclosed space.
Plus. Okay, so 8 slashing damage, 7 radiant damage on
Okay.
one attack. The other attack is just 2 slashing damage then.
So you crit.
With one, because I get to throw it twice. The tchotchke, that's the way it works. It's the little like throwing star. I hit it and it comes
Right.
back, and I get to throw it again, I guess.
So your crit dealt like 12 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cutting that in half because of resistances.
Right.
I'm sorry that your crit was so bad.
I mean, it's a d6 each, and I
Same.
roll 2d6, and then I don't add anything. I don't think it's range damage, right?
Dex
Yeah.
bonus.
I do add dex
Yeah.
bonus. Okay.
And some, depending on the weapon,
3 more then.
you can add
3 more
strength
rolls.
instead.
That's way over.
Do you double your bonus as well?
No.
No.
just
So it's
your
just
rolls.
3 more damage then added to that,
Okay, then I'll add 1 more hash mark.
and then 5 damage for the other one.
Okay. A couple more hash marks.
Yeah.
Genji is with you. Yeah, he's dead. Cade. You're in a dark place.
Yeah, I put it in
Like,
there.
wise.
Yeah,
Very hot
yeah.
place.
I'm
You
gonna-
hear some like clinking sounds on the outside.
It's real comfy in here. I'm gonna take a nap.
No.
Okay, instead I'll double attack, just sort of towards where the mouth was.
Okay,
There's
so
some-
you're like literally in a coffin.
Okay.
So
Um.
you can try and break free.
Okay. Yeah.
That's gonna be a strength.
strength
unless
check.
You got something better for me.
No, I think strength will do. Like,
Can you roll out?
I'll talk my way out with charisma.
I mean,
I don't think we speak the same
Listen.
language. And yeah, like, do you really want this?
have you considered him on it?
No, I'll just brace my feet against the back, and I'll just try to force my way out of this bronze enclosure.
That's
Like,
fine.
that is a 15.
You are still trapped inside.
That's a
It is
shocker.
Sealed up tight.
Okay,
Victoria.
goodbye.
Okay, so current situation. This one's actually over lava, right? The one that ate Cade?
No, it's in his space.
Oh.
Oh, so
Yeah.
here it is.
Like hurry.
Alright. Hmm.
Is he gonna get a new ability?
Kids going in the drink, gonna die of lava.
Yeah, he's probably dead. This is just as well.
I mean,
One second.
it gets your ability then.
He just gets
He's yeah, he just gets super mad.
Perfect.
It just gets grouchy.
Quickly looking up something. Okay, that will be fine. Alright. Antoria is going to hold Wall of Force as an action in response to either of them attempting to... either of these, if they have someone inside, attempting to dive into the lava.
Okay.
And that is the action he's holding.
That's pretty simple. Won't all the lava pour in through the little slot?
Alright. Bo brings his glaive down on the one that doesn't have a party member inside. He hits this time.
Thank goodness.
Good job,
What
dude.
a champ. And cuts the thing in half. It literally, like...
Goodbye. That would have been real cool if he'd done that to the one that had me inside of it. But that's fine. That's fine, Bo. You do you.
It would have cut you in half as well.
Yeah.
As anticipated, the other one does indeed immediately spin around and begin
so
waddling.
excited.
And waddles out on top of the lava.
The entire floor is, in reaction, covered in a wall of force. I have enough to cover the entire room.
I've never had this happen before.
Yeah, this is not how.
I swear, this usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Does it like actually skitter about then?
No, it's just sort of jumping in place. It doesn't seem to quite understand what's going on. The shortest path towards the lava is still down from where it is.
Yeah.
So. Marcus, you're up.
I'm gonna move up and attack. Try and be aware of where Cade might be.
Sure.
Inside it.
Yeah, stab around him.
15 hits.
15 will hit.
It's 12 hit.
Does not.
18 hits. Okay. So 2 hits.
Mumble, mumble, twitch, mumble, mumble.
19 damage.
Right.
19 damage.
Got it.
Mumble, mumble, moral obligation.
That's it.
Zorak,
Alright, same thing. Ooh, god, that is terrible.
you're jumping in the lava as well.
I might as well with these rolls.
You're tossing ninja stars.
I am.
Okay.
They both miss, and I fumble chart, natural 20.
Oh, that's a null. I'm pretty
Nothing
sure on the
happens.
fumble.
No, I mean, oh yeah, it's no extra result. I
Yeah.
thought it was the other way around.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
I was hoping you'd lodge one in the back of Bo's skull.
That's it, I missed horrifically.
Great, good work.
Thanks, everyone.
Cade,
With more urgency now that I can feel it moving around. I mean, some.
like the bottom of it is certainly heating up.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
wall force blocks temperature.
It blocks all physical phenomena.
But not air, right?
Not air, but
So maybe the hot air.
Well, either way, I'm just gonna like ram myself against this bronze
Of
interior
course, rub them out.
for.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
all right, Zorak.
Oh, excuse
That's not what that phrase means.
me. No, I thought it meant masturbate.
No,
That's what I thought you meant you were doing.
I'm not masturbating
You finally got your
inside of the creature. Masturbation is a sin in
That's
the,
one way to get spit out, I guess.
You finally got your own personal space.
in the eyes of our
man.
Lord Jesus. 14.
I love Metal Gear. 14.
Yeah. That's like
This
a
is-
pretty good one.
This is a PG stream, I'm sorry, everyone. It's not.
No, it's not.
You managed to crack the thing open, but you haven't escaped yet. You sort of got it like.
Can I take a bonus action, or is that my full
No,
turn?
you can take a bonus action.
I think I can. Yeah, I'll Misty Step out.
Alright.
Axe.
Yeah.
Victoria.
And Toria shouts, "You can walk on the lava for the moment."
Wait, all of it?
Yeah, he covered the entire room in a wall of force. He wasn't being picky about it.
Okay. Anything else?
He shoots his crossbow at it, of course.
Here.
That is a 21.
21 will hit.
So Cade Misty steps into the lava.
Yeah.
Beneath the.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's a nightmare. Jesus
4
Christ.
damage.
As a matter of fact, it takes no damage.
Oh.
Your crossbow.
Pink.
Just tanks off.
irritating.
Bo looks at the lava.
You don't have to. I'm just telling you you
Looks at
could.
you. Looks at the lava. Has like question marks in his head.
He's the last person who should question it.
Decides to hold an action. Okay. The statue whirls. Who's on the other side of it?
I actually probably would have Misty stepped away.
Yeah.
So
I'm here.
Okay. It will take a chomp at Marcus.
Chomp me.
6.
It's a quarter of the way there.
Get there.
Ankle biter.
Marcus, it's your turn.
Marcus feels dumb as he remembers that he has a warhammer and pulls out the warhammer instead, and attacks with that.
Okay.
Thanks,
15,
15.
16,
16.
and more than that. So, yeah, this is a lot more damage. So good job, Marcus.
you should have taken my cow hook when I offered
You
it.
He just forgets.
You did it for style points.
12.
Yeah, well, there was no urgency
Sentiment.
in that situation.
People value me as a member of the party.
31 damage.
31 points of damage. Give me a
Bludgeoning?
description of your killing blow.
So I just looking at this thing for some reason I've just been imagining we're fighting like a giant tuba. So I just like and it's like
Yes, that's exactly. Good job. Why don't we pick up with the aftermath from there next week?
Oh boy. Alright.
Good game.
Good game.
As we like walk through the hallway and a
yes.
bunch of invisible
Oh yeah,
balls.
hitting the bottom of it.
That's good. Alright.
That's good.
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you missed the news on social media, you should totally be following some, because that's the thing that you can do. We are playing board games a day early this week, so turn in tomorrow night for more Sherlock Holmes Consultants. Not on Thursday. Wednesday. I mean, it'll be Thursday somewhere in the world, but it always is. I literally have no idea how calendars work. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.